Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Please confirm. No audio. Is the audio up now? Is the audio up now? Please confirm. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Please confirm. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Yes. Great. All right. All right. All right. All right. I'm excited. I'm excited. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. I'm so happy to be here. Good evening. Good evening. So in the comment section, just let me know what's your name and where are you streaming from? What's your name and where are you streaming from? We'll be starting in no time. Welcome, 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 welcome. I can see Blossom Igwe. Hi, Blossom. Hi, OG. Good evening. Hey, I'm still seeing that we can't hear you. Oh my, I don't know what's going on. Okay, Jen, I think it's from your end because Obene can hear me. Blossom too can hear me, but let me try and. Okay, is this better now? Is this better? I can hear you. Okay. Let me just take out my mic. I was trying to use my mic to speak. I can hear you now. Perfect. Welcome, 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 welcome. All right. So keep it coming in the comment section. What's your name and where are you streaming this live from? Good evening, Mr. Patrick. We can hear you now. Great. Crystal clear. Perfect. Good evening. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to this hot and highly anticipated movie review. Like, since I posted this movie review on my status on WhatsApp, on Instagram, I've been getting my can't wait to they can't wait to come up. They can't wait for it to come up. They can't wait for the live to start and all of that. So here we are tonight, and we are about to unbox everything that there is to this Kemi Adetiba's masterpiece. And I can't wait to bring on our guests tonight. They are already here. I can see two. Okay, Jane is not here yet, but I can see two of them. Good evening. Welcome to this hot and highly anticipated live movie review, To Kill a Monkey. The series that has everybody, I mean, literally everybody arguing, laughing, screaming. In fact, okay, yes, we can now. Great. Has everybody arguing, screaming, questioning loyalty, even questioning common sense, to be honest. This movie is the talk of the town, and that's how you know a movie that is amazing. When everybody can talk about the movie, when everybody is arguing about them, when the movie is the talk of the town, that's when you know that that movie is a masterpiece. So I'm going to be adding up our good evening, brotherly. Brotherly, then my back, then my back, then my back. They don't feel touch you, they go touch me first. Then my back. Kosisa, good evening. Good evening. Please let me know where you're watching from. Let me know where you're streaming from. My name is Kosi Daniel-Ibanga, and I'm your host for tonight. Brotherly, brotherly. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love the energy in the comments. Please let me know where you're streaming this review from. My almost good evening, almost namesake. My name is actually Kosi Sochikudo. So Kosi is close. But I'm sure that yours is also Kosi Sochiko as well. Let me know. Joe from the UK. Hi Joe, welcome. Hi Joe, welcome. Let me know where you're streaming from. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. And also, before our judges come up, let me know in the comment section Ifeanyi from Apapa, you're welcome. Let me know in the comment section. Are you team Efe? Are you team Nosa? Are you team Oboz? Are you team Idia? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know the team that you belong to. All right. Nice one. Okay, so tonight I'm here with my gist partners. Lillian from Lagos, Kelechi from Ontario, Canada. Hi, good evening. Welcome. Team Oboz all day. Okay, I need to look at you well. Team Oboz, I need to look you very, very well. Okay, so I'm not doing this alone tonight. I'm here with my gist partners, real movie lovers. And they are here tonight. Team Oboz, okay. And they are here tonight. So first up, I'm going to be inviting the queen of calm delivery. The queen of calm calculated delivery. And the person of Ruth Onajomo. So I'm going to be adding her to the stage. And then I also have with me Jane Wakosi. And I also have Lillian Obata as well. Okay, I can see Ruth. Hi, Ruth. Sisterly. Lillian, hi. Okay, it's just Jane. I can't see Jane's video yet. Perfect. I love it. Hi guys, good evening. I'm so happy to be doing this with you guys.
Good evening. Good evening.
I know. Good evening. I feel like we're just about to I've been having this gist with almost everybody at work, with my husband, with everybody. I've been having this gist. Anywhere I enter, I'll just start gisting. If I did this, boss did that. He should have done this. Idiot said no, this person. So I'm happy that we get to now do it together as a group, and then we have the audience as well being engaged too. So
yeah,
I jotted down everything that we need to talk about this night, so I'm not missing out anything. So just in case you see me looking towards this direction, I mean, I'm looking at my jotted notes, right? Number one.
Smart one. You had notes down, sir. I didn't even know.
I had to because the way this movie
it was necessary. It was
exactly.
necessary.
All right. So let's get into the real juicy part, right?
Network that want to put us inside pits, jump and pass.
We jump and pass.
Hi Jane, hi Ruth. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good to see you guys here.
Same here.
So it's team glasses versus no glasses. That's what it's giving now.
Firstly, where's your glasses?
No. We don't do that over here anymore. I've been healed.
Not today, Abby.
Oh my goodness.
Hi Ruth. Ruth, can you hear us? And I want to be sure that I can hear you as well. Oh, I think you're muted. I can't hear you.
Oh, she's not muted.
Okay, I'm not sure. Oh, boss the boss. Team Efe all the way. Hey, see my people. Team Efe all the way. The gist is everywhere.
Efe, you're team Efe. Because you're team Efe mini. No way.
I'm not team anybody. I'm team everybody and not for anybody as well. Okay, I don't know if Ruth has fixed her audio now. Ruth, have you fixed your audio now?
No, we can't still hear you. We can't hear you.
Are you connected to a mic or something?
In fact, a person who's supposed to speak English for this king now. We are talking about
I love it.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Once we can't hear you, we don't hear you.
We don't hear you.
Sisterly, get my back.
Yeah, I think so.
You might have to remove the
now.
mic. I have to take off mine.
That's why I go on the push you race. See us.
Yeah. Just remove the mic entirely.
We can't.
Hey.
Okay,
Okay, say what you
maybe
do,
try
right?
try it again. We can't. We can't hear you.
We can't still hear you. Okay, see what's going to happen, yeah? Beside your audio icon, you see like a toolbar sort of. Just click on it and see if you're connected to your iPhone mic. And we need Ruth to be in this life.
Maybe
We cannot not have her.
we really need that.
Ruth has
Try
a
logging
pit
now.
of.
Maybe log out and come in again.
Ah no, who dig this pit for us this night? We jump and
Nobody.
pass it.
Like
Nobody.
We jump and
jump
pass it.
apart.
Okay, while Ruth is
Maybe
trying
it's
to fix,
not put sound for our Gary.
I think I heard your voice now, Ruth.
No, that was me.
Okay, that's fine. Hmm.
No, we
Hey,
can't see it.
we can't hear you. Okay, she's
Yeah,
going
yeah,
to try and
let
rejoin.
her go out and come up. Yeah.
She's going to try to rejoin. Okay, but while she's trying to rejoin, yeah, let me know what was your when you finished watching the movie. How did you feel? Like, what was the first reaction you felt after watching the movie?
I think I was disgusted.
Ew.
Okay.
I was disgusted by, like, it was a waste of time. Waste of
Hmm.
time of saving, doing everything for your family, and then you don't even get to enjoy anything. I was disappointed at the Olosho herself. I was disappointed at the Olosho, but I loved how she turned up at the court, you know. But it was I finished it actually some minutes ago, and I was like, all this for nothing. All this
Hmm.
for nothing. Honestly, I think
Wow.
that was my initial reaction when I finished watching it. All this for nothing. Because I remember as at episode 5 or episode 6, I was still like, why are people vexing for FA? Whatever Observer is doing, he deserves it. FA is not the bad guy. But towards the end, I was like,
Oh.
wow. Teacher dug a pit and FA fell inside. That's what happened.
He
Who do this
fell
thing?
deep,
He fell
deep,
deep inside it.
deep.
He
In
was
fact,
he
his
was teacher for
borehole.
a reason. He was teacher for a reason. I was disgusted, but I like that teacher ended up very, like, his own, the way he died was actually worse. He
Hmm.
deserved that kind of death, you know.
Hmm.
But yeah, for me,
Okay.
my initial reaction was I was disgusted.
Okay. Jay, let's hear you.
Yeah. For me, it was my first after watching that movie. It was pride. I was proud, as I would say, proud of the Nollywood industry because
Hmm.
they exceeded my expectations. When I started that movie, To Kill a Monkey, by the title, I was already imagining what it was going to be about. Okay, are we going to be seeing monkeys? Is there going to be
Animals.
bananas? And I'm telling you, will somebody be jumping? I not see anybody jump. Then when we
Mm.
started, I think the first thing was about rituals and all of that. So I was like, okay, is it the somebody's going to be into ritual and then they'll try to get the person? Is it got something a voodoo kind of movie and stuff like that? So but when we finish the movie, and when I'm thinking about the next thing, they just give me something different, and I'm like, okay. And yes, so they sparked a lot of emotions within me.
Hmm.
No. Don't worry.
And
You
you
will
know, the
hear
funny
it.
thing was, I think for me, the funny thing was, I did not even, when my friend told me, I think she's on the call, when Oji told me, have I seen To Kill a Monkey? I was like, is it another American movie? Because we don't get these kinds of titles with
Yeah,
Nigerian
in
movies.
Yeah,
Nigeria.
To Kill a Monkey.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That for me, that was,
Unpredictable title.
exactly, I was like, I've not seen it. I thought it was maybe something medical, you know, something different. To Kill, I
Hmm.
never suspected. And so I started, so when I heard about it was Kemi Adetiba, like, Kemi Adetiba, let's go and watch it, because she has proven herself in the industry very long, from her wedding party to King of Boys and this
Boys,
one. I
yeah.
think she has been doing the movie since
Hmm.
2023. And
Hmm.
after hearing the reviews of all the characters, all the characters in the movie, I was not I wasn't surprised that she killed this. She killed it.
Okay.
She
Okay. I think
killed the role.
Ruth is back. Let's see if we can hear her now. Okay, so you're muted now, Ruth. You need to unmute. You're muted now. Okay, while she's trying to do that, let me read what's in the comment section. So someone said,
can you guys hear me now?
Perfect.
Hallelujah.
Sister Lee. Perfect. I love it. I can hear you.
It was a struggle.
I'm telling you.
My iPhone mic was off. It wasn't connected to the Kemi. I had to start afresh. I had to log out and log back in.
I suspect it is a case village people that wanted to stop your mic. But guess what?
And you know, say that Benin movie.
Hey, you get it.
Benin movie. Root now your people.
Benin people would not talk for you.
What are we talking about? This guy should click on do the calm.
Okay, all right.
So what are we saying?
Ruth, so we're talking about, I was asking everyone what was their first reaction after seeing the movie. But before you respond, I'm seeing some comments in the comment section. Daniel said, if I use him hand, do himself. Kosiso said, life of crime never really ends well. Daniel said, teacher knew the game and played it. He also said, Obos understood. Yes, actually, Obos understood the game teacher was playing, but was ready to compromise for Efe. Hey.
Yes. I agree with that. Obos is street smart.
Yeah.
But maybe he has business acumen, his business savvy.
Yes,
he's book smart.
He's book smart. Exactly. Anyway, Ruth, let me know what was your first reaction after seeing the movie? How did you feel? What was the first emotion that you felt?
Chills. I got chills because to be honest, I have seen that kind of life play out firsthand. I live in Warri now, and see Warri is Benin. So I've seen that kind of life play out firsthand. I've seen street boys, I've seen Yahoo boys, I've seen Yahoo plus, I've seen all these things. Yeah. So I kind of knew the game, right? But in my mind, I just got chills. I'm like, if Efe had joined forces with Obos to deal with teacher, it would have had a very different
that's the thing.
But
you
know that at episode 5 or episode 6, I was agreeing with Efe that it should find a way to give teacher the 30% cut and stuff.
Yes,
I never knew. Yeah, but I didn't want that. You wouldn't know him from the get-go first. You wouldn't know. Those his grandchildren were just delays. They would have just killed him straight up and move on. But by the way, I kept hearing grandchild. But we saw 3 children. Those were her friends. They came for like a play date.
Friends that came. Exactly.
Yeah.
Those were her was talking too much.
They were just unfortunate.
No wonder I was calling her mama.
The actual grandchild.
Yeah, those are her friends. Small mommy now. That's her name.
Small mommy.
Efe could not have Efe would have been a perfect match for teacher if they had joined. Even if Efe had decided not to do anything, Efe would have dealt with him. You see what he did to his father. You think he was ready to play?
You know what?
While delving
too much into this thing.
I think
I'll your boss.
Calm down. People should do like this.
Oh, boss. Sorry.
Do like this. Do like this. It's okay. You understand? You get it. We feel the same way. Okay. So the first thing, let's be real. Efe's story starts with a struggle that we can all relate with, like what Ruth was highlighting. He's a brilliant guy, but the system failed him. So I want to ask everyone, including those in the comments, right? If you were in Efe's shoes, would you have taken a boss's offer? Be honest. Would you have taken a boss's offer? First of all, let me hear from you first. And in the comment section, please also type in your responses. If you were in Efe's shoes, would you have taken a boss's offer in the first place?
First of all, say Efe. Don't be Efe. It's Efe, not Efe. It's Efe.
Thank you, Lilian.
Wait, let me say that. Efe, right?
Efe.
Agege. Efe. Efe. Okay. All right, Ruth, let's hear you. Would you have taken the offer?
Yes, I would have, because if I played the character, you remember that when a boss introduced Efe into the lifestyle, he already started thinking about what he could bring to the table from the very get-go. He just didn't have the heart to say yes in the first place until he went to do all this his presentation and they stole his laptop and whatever, and he had to come back. You know, when he came back with an idea. So the moment he was introduced into the lifestyle, he already started calculating, how do I fit in? What would I bring to the table? But he was too timid to agree because he saw that they had like jazz and all those things involved. So he just was so scared, right? But when he came back with his own idea. He didn't come to work. He came back prepared. He already studied the business within the short period of time that a boss introduced him into it. He saw how he could fit in, and he came back with his own idea. And then he even asked for a cut. You get? He didn't want to be paid a salary. You get me? So if it was me at the time, if it was me that played that character, yes, I would have taken the offer.
That
was that the question? Was that the question,
Yeah.
Kosi?
Yes, that was the question actually.
If I was the character, if I was to play the character, or if I was the character, which one?
So
if you were
in
Efe in the movie, would you have taken Obote's offer?
If you were in Efe's shoes, would you have taken the offer?
Okay. Is it my turn now?
Yes, please go on.
No, I wouldn't have.
Morality.
My reasons being, I feel like when the manager told him then, or the supervisor told him, even God, they shame for you. Go do deliverance. Go do deliverance. It would spur something in me and say, truly, maybe that my village people, they do me this thing. And so I will find my way to church. Because, again, you might tie it to morality, you might tie it to my background, but if I was FA,
it's true, because even in Wales, it still ended up badly for him.
Do you get? Yeah. So, exactly. So I would have gone to church from that scene, from that moment that the manager was yabbing me and insulting me. I would have gone to church for deliverance, go for encounter retreats. I'd have done that. That's what I would end my response.
All right, Jane, let's hear you.
Yeah. So for me, two things. First, I would have taken from a masculine perspective. That's what I would say, because the instinct to provide is different for a man than it is for a woman. Because
beautiful
he
response.
has family. It's tough. The wife might not have understood. If you notice Ivie's reaction at first, it was conflicting for her. But for him, the guy is so far.
You mean
Nosa? I mean,
Nosa,
sorry, Jai. His wife is Nosa, right?
Yes.
The guy took so far. It was, even yourself, you will be like, take the offer. Just take it. If you want to die, now once you could die. Because your children cannot eat. Imagine your wife had to go back to work after a C-section. I'm telling you, he had to. So even, and then that's one. Then another thing is that he had an edge with Ife. He had with Oboz rather. He had favor to a point because he had helped Oboz at some point. So I think that he could have requested that Oboz invested in his idea. Because I think initially he started with a very good idea, because since he was going out to pitch those his software to people. So just maybe Oboz could have invested in his idea and then just give him a loan or something that can help him.
Street doesn't work like that.
I know, but that's why I started with, he had favor already with it. If it might not, because normally now, if he had already Oboz had already showed him his kingdom and everything and all of that. It was
his kingdom now.
I expected that he was going to, as if he said no, I thought he was going to do something bad to him, maybe kill him or something. But when he told him, I better get out and stuff, so I was like,
because
okay,
he has life before now, so he told him that now that
they
are even now. Yeah, so
I feel like that relationship was an opportunity.
Yeah. Okay, so for me, right, I feel like Efe didn't do enough. He didn't do enough with hustling, right? Wow. Now he was only trying to apply for jobs.
CJ's face. It's AI now. That's AI. IT. You know,
wait, let me land.
Graduates, they have a chip on their shoulder.
Wait, let me land. Let me land, right? He didn't do enough in the hustle. He was just dependent on going to look for white collar job, right? Going to go and look for where to be employed. But if things are really going tough for you, won't you, and you're a man, won't you think about washing car to get money? Won't you think about even selling your things in your house? How can you still have bed and you're looking for money? Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like he would have gone for million jobs. He would have even carried block and cement.
No,
yes, now,
that bed will remain. What are you
if
saying? The bed will remain. They're about to welcome triplets.
No,
into
okay,
room.
the bed is extreme.
sleep.
The bed is extreme. The bed is extreme, right? But there were things in that room that would have been sold. And he would have also looked for menial jobs. He would have carried block rather than going to go and stay somewhere until night, then you start coming home so that your wife would think that you went to work. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
I get what you mean.
That's what I'm trying to say. As a man, yes, as a man, you should have done more. That's what I think. I feel like he had a choice, but he just didn't want to overstretch himself. He didn't have what you mean.
You know, it's easier for an illiterate to do more, like you said. But he's a first class graduate, right? And look at the course that he studied. He believes that that is the program that
he's not a first class graduate.
Yes, now let me learn. You know that his IT program. He was always on his laptop, so he believed that thing was going to click and bring millions. So his mind was always on that thing, always stealing that his local bar Wi-Fi to work on whatever it is that he was working on. It was when he wanted to pitch that idea that the laptop papa got missing that he surrendered. You get?
That's when I knew that
it is village people.
I'm telling you.
That moment.
I'm telling you.
That moment, I was confused.
Again, my own is
sorry
go for deliverance. He needs to go for
sorry to digress.
He could have done the washing of car and bricklayer work, and he would still have failed. Do you understand?
Actually,
exactly.
Because even in wealth, he still failed. Even in wealth, he still had bad luck.
Only 4 years. He only enjoyed the work for 4 years.
It's true now.
I say if I did this call now, if I go to explain for all of us, like people don't understand what I went through.
We don't do well like that now.
I honestly feel
again, remember,
let me know if a man here, right? Let me know if Efe actually did enough. Like, let me know if you were in his shoes, would you have gone into that shady business with Obos? Would you have taken on the offer? Do you think Efe did enough? Do you think he did enough before having
your answer is in the comment section? Check your comment section. Check it. They're answering you there. You can check your comment section. What do you mean he don't do enough? The man has spiritual problems, clearly.
Let me point out the fact that remember that after his mother died, his village people came to meet him in the slum where he is doing wake out.
Spiritual problem was
he's suffering. If you even say Shiki where I never chop for my house, you say me I cooking for person who don't die.
So
he was so upset. He was so upset.
It's a case of if the foundation is faulty, what can the righteous do? And he's unrighteous. What can he do?
Ilya, you comes.
No problem.
You get Jesus. If you don't get Jesus,
if you go
you go do the comes.
If you go
But another thing is, I don't even think he had friends, right?
Yes.
Apart from those his work people, I don't think he had friends.
And that his boss.
Yeah.
Poverty has no friends. Poverty has no friends.
That his manager, she was evil.
Another thing is that can we even talk about the way they were stabbing his self-worth? They were stabbing he didn't have any worth.
His father-in-law.
He was stripped of everything.
Do you understand?
That woman deserves to die.
The mother-in-law. Do you know when I understood the level of poverty that Efe was inside was when his wife gave birth. She gave birth to triplets, and he was
died.
You know when he was crying.
What did you say? And what happened?
He was
happy that he lost one of the kids.
But you know the reason why he was happy now. You know.
Yeah. So you say now you the extent of the poverty.
The extent of how poor he was.
Problem. The guy was cursed.
Let's move on. Let's not dwell on Efe.
Okay.
Let me read Let me read the comment section. So this person said the fact that the creators made Obos succumb to FS pressure before his death is what made Obos look good. And people are saying Efe is a traitor. Efe only wanted to save his family. Oh, okay. This is not related to
family, by the way.
Okay, so
the
it
guy
said
suffered for nothing.
someone said that laptop that was stolen was the final straw. So maybe 70%. I would have found a way to pitch my idea again.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, on that note, I agree.
Yes. Okay.
You
Then
guys,
another one
you
said,
guys, if you are not remembering what happened in this movie, found a way with which time. Did you see what was happening in his house? His daughter already came to join them. Found a way to pitch idea with which time frame. Why they
He
why
had,
they
he
wait
had the
there?
time to go and he had the time to cook up something to tell the CEO of a company that I have this. I will show you this. That was mommy to say, I can't find my laptop, but here is the idea. You pitch your
yes,
idea.
it's your product.
It's your product. You pitch
The
your
guy's
idea.
spirit was already broken. People should not blame him. His spirit was already broken at that time.
In
Hi.
His
fact, I
spirit
think
was
that
already broken.
yes, I think I
Okay.
agree.
His spirit was already broken. He didn't
Yo.
have the willpower to push on. I felt like he had come
Yeah,
to terms with himself.
somebody said you can't speech without evidence, which is true. You are telling people to
Yes.
drop their money. You are telling people to drop their money and they are just speaking theory. It's not possible now.
I mean, if it's in the tech space, perhaps the person might be
Oh,
right.
see,
I don't know what
software
the
product
tech
doesn't work
space.
like
Tech
that. You
space
have
now.
to
This was what he
Perhaps.
was
But
planning.
I know that
His tech
there's
space now. Did you hear
usually
his
they
speech to
usually
Obos?
upload their work
eh?
to one site like that, right? For techies, for tech bros, they usually upload their work to one site like that. So if that was the case for him, he would have just said, okay, let me pull up
It's
this
in the
so and
cloud.
so and
Give me
show
your
you.
laptop, give me your
Do
desktop. Let
you
me use
get?
it and do something. Yes.
Exactly.
Please, before I forget, before we leave the thing, let me talk about this thing. One thing that if a messed stuff he did with Madam Aduni, okay, he have already that one, he have almost scattered a marriage with that rubbish that he did. Oh. Then
You
you
know the
not
way
carry
I
the
found
money,
out
you
in the
want to
in
enter
the
keke.
entire story.
I beg. May just check this thing out. You want to enter keke, you still say the driver know the smile. You still say the person where you dey enter follow enter, he carry cap, he be
He
like
even
criminal.
felt
You
it in
still
his
enter
mouth.
inside.
He felt it.
Yeah, exactly. He felt
You
it
say they want
too.
to stab you. Wait, oh, they tell you they want to stab you. You not tell them say you would rather stab me than collect this money, or you jump out of the keke and you break your head. There's this station where they still
Efe
kick you
loved
out
his
of the
life
keke
even
either way.
unto death.
You don't feel run. Keke they run past you. See, Efe. That's what I can
That's how
say.
they wanted to portray the guy, Sha. So you should not blame him. That
Because
is how he wanted to be portrayed.
But then
uh-uh.
another thing, I feel like he was under tension too, though. He was under tension because his mother-in-law kept on calling and calling and calling and calling and calling and calling. So maybe in his mind, he felt, okay, maybe it's just suspicion. Let me just still go ahead. Do you get? So maybe let's even say that at that point, he was not even thinking straight.
Actually,
He was not thinking straight. He was not
he
thinking
wasn't
straight.
thinking straight.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Daniel said, sincerely, I would if I were in Efe's shoe. But then remember, there was an agreement between Efe and his wife. That agreement was way later. In fact, let me even pause here and
Yeah.
even bring our attention to the fact that there was lack of communication in Efe and Nosa's marriage. Because first of all, they went to see Obos, right? And Efe did not even tell Nosa that, see, oh, I rejected the job. One. Secondly, let's assume that there's some things that a man cannot tell a woman. And then I rejected the job, and because those people, his hand is not so clean, I not to trust him, this thing like that, and leave it like that. Do you understand? But he came back, he just said, oh, that they didn't give him job again. And then his wife, in the vet of trying to be a good wife and all of that, and then coincidentally, Idia called to come and collect beep, right? Just said, okay, I beg, let me talk to your man.
Your husband.
Say your man reject. So she was not shocked that first of all, why would he reject and he will not tell me? So I feel like the foundational problem, self, of this, whether he accepted the offer or not accepted the
Of
offer,
course,
is the lack of
before he
communication.
accepted the offer, the woman knew exactly what the man was getting into. She
I
knew.
don't think so. I don't
She
think
knew.
so.
Wow,
Yes,
they
she
had
I
knew.
don't
the
think so.
conversation.
She
Yes.
knew now.
She knew
She
exactly
knew.
what
Because she knew.
she knew. when the
Yes,
man was
she knew.
when she confronted the man about him rejecting the job, they had that conversation. She knew exactly. So the man now told her that
Yes.
it's just for a while,
For a
till they
while.
can have enough.
Yes.
Then they will
Okay.
leave.
Yes. When they went to that 2 bedroom, right?
Yes,
Yes.
now she knew exactly.
Okay.
Eventually,
Before
Okay.
she
she
Okay.
knew.
go, they whine.
Okay.
She cannot even say
Okay.
she did not
Okay.
know anything. She get her out.
No. But anyway, who
No,
should calm
no,
down?
sir.
Sister
Calm
Lee,
If
make
we
you
down.
enter
sister Lee,
the
calm down.
summer,
Laughter no
Sister Lee,
everywhere.
calm down.
Okay.
Yes.
So Amaka said life was showing a Shegesha. Only very few people would have jumped and passed. I am not surprised.
true
Actually.
Um,
now, we agree honestly.
um,
Oh, okay.
if your wife no fit produce milk for your
Thank you.
babies, Lillian, I doubt you remember church.
Actually, I like this person that said that.
Daniel said,
Okay.
if your wife no fit produce milk for your babies,
Oh my
Lillian,
God.
I
And
doubt.
one time you have to go and
Values in
start
the mud.
pitching your idea again. When your wife cannot produce milk, when your infant kids would die any moment, you go and pitch your idea again. Where is the time?
That was
There's no
why I
time for
said.
that.
That was why I said. My decision for Efe would have been from when his Babasa told him, "Your
God
God
no
don't
like
like
you,
you."
Abby.
From
Yeah, I
there,
get it.
deliverance. That's where my own problem. That's my own. No.
No, but at that point, right, he was feeling like everything and everybody was against him, right? And for
Actually,
somebody that did not even know God, that would
in
have
the
even
first
been
place,
another
yes.
another reason to even reject it, God. Do you understand?
Right, I get
That would
it.
have been more reason to reject God. Daniel said, "F is a techie. We don't search for jobs. Jobs search for us."
Now
Okay,
They
now.
so.
play.
Now
Okay.
so.
Okay.
That's the
Wait, wait,
play.
Hunger is real. Oh.
we
Don't be
can see
scared.
the outcome.
DNM said, Kosi, send me your house address. I want to. No, don't tell me anything, please. Send me. Okoye said, before you answer the question, you need to subconsciously put yourself in a first shoes. Oh, nothing was working. Hold on, let me
So
put this on
agree.
the stage. Nothing was working for the
Mhm.
guy. Even the money, bro, still suffered. If
Thank
it
you,
was just
Edward.
cause.
Thank you. Oh. Thank you. Thank you. That was just
The
cursed.
thing is
It's
that
Thank
so
you.
I think
sad.
that life happens. Quite all right, life happens. We're trying to put ourselves in his shoes, actually. But there were some things that he could have done differently. That's it.
Yes,
Right,
definitely.
right. I agree with that.
Definitely.
Okay. Let's move on. We've joked so much. If I see what you're cussing. Anyway, let's talk about Obos.
Okay.
Obos was a
Man, maker.
charismatic, full of life, loud
Roots,
guy.
why you tripping for a boss like this, Roots? Why
I
you
just
swearing
love
like
his
this?
character.
No, no, no.
I as in, he reminds me so much about street. I just love his character. That's just it. I love his
Yeah.
he
character.
killed he killed the role. He killed
He
it.
Yeah, he did
died.
Yeah.
actually. He did. But he's also the one who pulls Efe into the world of cybercrime. So my first
Yeah.
question is this.
No. Sorry, before you continue, that's not true.
There was
That's not
consent.
true. Continue. Before, let me not stop you. Continue first. I just wanted to put that point.
But if
Mm.
Efe, if Obos didn't show up, right? Efe wouldn't have probably thought in that direction. But let's go on. So my first
Okay.
question is this. Was Obos a good friend to Efe? Or was he the devil on his shoulder? Was he a loyal partner? Or was he just using Efe's intelligence for his own gain? That's my first question. Let me take that again. My first question is, was Obos a good friend to Efe? Or was he the devil on Efe's shoulder? Was he using Efe's intelligence for his own gain?
So who's going first?
Jane. Let Jane go first. Let Jane go first on
She's
this
eager
one.
to speak. Jane, speak. Come
Oh,
on.
okay. So I think that Efe, Obos he actually loved Efe. I know that the contention is the fact that he slept with Efe's daughter, which is like bro code. It's no. As per, you don't touch my family. We don't do that. Even amongst friends, amongst guys, you don't do stuff with my sister without me knowing. That's a rule. But aside that, we not say a boss no be saint. If we are to be honest, our boss is not a saint. Person where they do juju, person where they carry gun, where they fight people. So it wasn't exactly a saint or a morally upright person. But did he love Ife? Did he love Ife? He actually did. And besides, gone, Ife's daughter is not a small child. She's not a
Thank
small child.
you.
It's clear eye.
Thank you
It's with
very
her clear eye.
much.
She used to
Exactly. She's
enter.
an adult.
That
I've been saying this
the
thing.
way they go and fall in love with criminal. She be about that and say, how I want to collect bride price. And then I come to my friend, may pay me bride price on top of your head. And that's why I don't say the girl don't get sense. The girl don't get sense. But I think also for her, I don't really blame her because poverty, say she had grown with
She has a lot
different
of
people.
traumas already. Yeah.
Yeah, so she rejection.
That was
There's
like
so
the
many things
first
that
sense of
come with
security
her.
she felt.
Mm.
Exactly. You get
Exactly.
so
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
she has had to grow past her age even before she had grown up and all. So I don't really blame her like that. But really, for me, our boss really liked Ife. Brotherly, that's it.
Was he loyal? Was he actually loyal to Efe? Or what Efe? Sorry. Or was he
Yes.
loyal to his brain? Like, did he like
No,
Efe? Or did he just like his
What he could bring to the table.
yes, do you
no.
get
He liked Ife. Remember that Ife Obos had a right hand man. I can't remember his name right
Ozzy
now.
Ozzy
That guy
boy?
that did not
Ozzy
like
boy.
boy.
him. Eh, you remember that he had that guy. He had to push
Ozzy
that one
boy.
aside. He respected, in spite of whatever was going on, he actually did Obos respected Ife to a point. You know they play with money, oh. That one Obos and normally why you go to play with money? Think I got here by playing with money.
Yeah.
He does not play with money. And yes, he had value to give, but beyond that, I think Obos was loyal. Mhm.
Okay, no problem. Ruth, let's hear you.
So loved Efe. I don't know, but he was loyal, right? He was loyal. He was a loyal soldier, right? So at the streets, right? They have like rules. They have rules, and this has nothing to do with being morally upright. It has nothing to do with him sleeping with Efe's daughter. They have the rules of the game, right? You don't go behind my back to do things, right? When it comes to business transactions, you don't steal from me, right? If you don't rat, we don't rat on each other, like things like that. Like there are rules of street game. You get what I mean? So when he thought that if he had stolen from him and he came to his daughter's party and threatened to kill him, that's just the rule of the game. That's just street game, right? If he was the boss of a boss, he would have done the same thing. That's just the rule of the game. You don't steal. Stealing is punishable by death, right? Or you will lose something, or you lose your life or something. You don't steal, you don't rat, you don't pitch tent somewhere else. So their personal relationship aside, he played the street game to the core. He lived by street rules, right? So
Mm.
when it comes to loyalty, he was loyal. He never did anything to hurt his family. He never did. He just slept with the daughter, right? Yeah. So maybe that one is
He
not being
just
loyal.
he
Okay, I'm
just
sorry. I'm
with
very
his
sorry
first
because
love.
that girl is an adult. He
Just
didn't. He wasn't a pedophile for
2
Christ's
years.
sake. The girl
2 years
is
relationship.
full
Just
If
blown.
Two
it's
years.
So me, I
promiscuous,
feel like because the girl had been
if it's
molested in the past,
sorry,
she just
No,
felt like a
no,
sense of
no.
Obos
That
is
one
security.
is for
promiscuous.
a fact, right? The girl had trauma issues. That was her first like her first place of feeling
Sense of
secured, right?
security. But as
Yes,
far as
yes.
far as love and loyalty and everything goes, our boss did love Efe. But more so because of what he could bring to the table. Our boss had more respect for Efe because of his brain. That was why
Yes.
he lost respect for Ozzy Boy. Because Ozzy Boy was just family, brotherly. You work, all of us chop, and go a
Yeah.
percentage. But because if he was bringing something else, and he was even bold enough to ask for equity, that was how sure of what he was bringing was, right? So I think he loved his brain. He was loyal to him. He
Yeah.
was just, he was just a foul-mouthed person. He's an emotional gangster, that kind of thing. So he talks
Yeah.
anyhow, but he will not do something that doesn't stand for the bro code or for the brotherly whatever. I don't know if I'm making sense, right? He just talks
yeah.
foul. Yeah, he just talks
Mm.
foul, but you cannot come and say something bad about Ife in front of a boss. He will shut you down.
Yeah, he
Or
was
any
even
of
doing
his
that to his
boys.
boys too.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
any of his boys, right? But once he drinks, he can talk to them anyhow. It's like me now having a child. I can slap my child, but you can't slap my child for me. I'll deal with you.
Right.
That's how a
Mm.
boss is to me.
I
Oh.
thought they say it takes a village to train a child.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in 2025.
How
Tell them
that
that.
one take enter now?
Yeah.
Sisterly.
You can take the child from me with your mouth, but please keep your
Okay,
mouth.
thank
Trade
you.
it with money. Trade it with money.
With money.
Bam.
Okay, Lillian, before you say your own opinion. So BNM said, how can he be a good friend and was sleeping with his friend's daughter in secret, got her pregnant and asked her to abort it? What if she even died? What if she aborted and then she died? Anyway, he also tried to kill Efe on the boat to make una no forget.
Like Ruth said, it was that's the
Exactly.
thing. That's it for me now. It
Yeah.
was pot and stuff for my Gary as a real mistake.
Yeah. So Kosiso said it is love for Efe that eventually led to his end. Daniel said Efe is smart and could build a system that shields and blocks loopholes. Owners of antivirus are the owner of viruses. True. Okay. Lillian, just go ahead. We have lots
Okay,
of
so
comments.
for me, until now, I never thought that they were friends. So you're bringing a new perspective in my head. I never saw Efe and Obos as friends. First of all, Efe had graduated way ahead before Obos graduated.
Yeah.
And so for me, if it was simply, Obos was simply saying, you know what, you did good for me in the past. I'd like to bring you on board. After hearing his story tale, I like to bring you on board. This is what I do. Come and join me at business or whatever it is. So I never saw Efe and Obos as friends. For loyalty, so I mean, for me, their friendship was more of brother vibes than friend. And so if I'm going to give anybody loyalty tag, I'll give it to Ozzy Boy. That's like my favorite character.
Yes.
Ozzy Boy, my favorite character.
Absolutely.
Ozzy Boy understood loyalty. So taking away moral standards and everything, I wouldn't say they were friends. I mean, honestly, like I said, I wouldn't say they were friends. I would say they were brothers. And is it a case of using his brain? No. Efe had value to bring to Obos, which was why he came on board. If he didn't have value, if he didn't sell himself very well, then of course their friendship would not have lasted. So it was about value. What are you bringing to the table? What are you bringing to the table? That's what brought them together. So for me, it's not friendship. It was strictly business. That's what it was for me.
Okay. Okay, because of time, we'll just move on. Then, my second question. Did Obos corrupt Efe or Efe? Did Obos corrupt Efe? Or did Efe already have it in him?
Efe will get criminal
Think
sleeping
well.
agent.
Think well. Did Obos corrupt Efe? Or did Efe already have it in him?
It was a
already had
sleeping
it.
agent. Obos activator. Men are talk true. Obos
The Bible
activator.
said that the heart of man is desperately wicked.
You don't know a
Bam!
man's true
He
character
just put
until
small.
he tastes riches.
He
Until he
already had
smells
it
wealth.
in him, Joe.
Yeah.
So for me,
Somebody that brought his own idea to gang. Someone that brought his own
Mhm.
idea within few
and bought $3 million
within less than 24 hours
24
of being
hours.
introduced to the gang.
You get
He brought his own idea of how to.
Yeah, I love what Kosiso said. Kosiso said, if I had it, well, let me show you. Kosiso said, no, sorry, not this one. Sorry, let me take this out.
If already had it in him, the money just brought out the part of exactly.
Yeah, exactly. If I already had it in him, the money just brought out that part of him. Exactly.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Because if he wanted to quit, he would have quitted since.
So she said that it's the love for Efe that brought about Obos's end. That because Obos loved Efe, that's why he ended up dying. Well,
honestly, because he would not have made that mistake.
Yeah. If he had just dealt with that teacher's father, Obos is not for the streets. If I rather, it's not for the streets. If he had dealt with teacher's father, teacher's father would have provided his son.
Yes.
Okay, guys. Let's talk about Idia and Obos's relationship.
Come on.
I
love those things.
That's what they call couple goals.
My husband.
My husband.
I love those. That's the perfect definition of street couple, as in of
Couple
gangster couple.
goals.
That's the perfect combination.
Yes.
I
Like,
loved her outfits.
she knew her position.
Honestly,
She
I
knows
loved her
exactly.
Agaranta must
She
return.
know border fight. She know who she married. She know who she married. She was aware of everything that was happening. She knew
Yes.
her
And the
place.
husband
She
loved
stayed
her, respected
exactly.
her, never brought anything
And
home, never. What they worry you? Sure. The
She's
man
not the
loved.
typical. They are not the typical Christian couple. Quite all
There's
right.
something like
But when it
Christianity in this
comes
thing.
to
Don't
the
forget,
street,
just pack that one
when
aside
when it
first.
comes to the street, when it comes to the street marriage, where then they do,
Yes.
those fit each other. They fit
Yes.
each other. They were
She
going to
was
work. I
really
don't know if
She
loyal.
doesn't shout, though, but she carries authority.
yeah.
She doesn't shout, but she
Exactly.
carries
did you see
authority.
that Aussie boys,
Exactly.
She was
Aussie
wise.
guys, they
She knew her
respected her.
husband. She just carried herself like Cleopatra.
And the
In
man
my
Mhm,
respected
opinion.
her too because she knew her place.
Yes.
Do you
mhm.
understand?
She
Even
was
the
the lady
boys
of the
that
lady
were
of the
working for
house.
Obos respected her too.
Respected her
Absolutely.
too. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I wish they showed us a little bit of where they met each other and maybe how their love started actually. I wish, because I'm thinking maybe
That would
was it
actually be
from
a good
school?
sequel. It would be a good
Yeah,
sequel.
because
It would be
I
a
feel
good
like they
sequel.
had
Yes,
friendship first.
I agree.
I feel like they had
Yeah.
friendship first.
I
I
think
feel like maybe
so.
she even knew the game before she even got
You
married
know
to
that
him.
time in episode
Yeah.
6 or 7 when Obos went to her in the middle of the night and said, nobody pick my call. And she was telling him, don't worry
She bad
now, they go
like
ask me for nights. You could tell that she understood what the game was and was like, I'm still ready to soothe her husband with the right words.
Yeah.
She knew the right things to say, and that was when
she
Nosa
was still
failed
Was
her
feminine.
husband.
Yes,
thank
because
you.
Obos could
He
always
failed
come
her
home.
husband.
And
Obos
that
could
is
always
also
come
because
home.
Obos was keeping her in the loop. Obos told her everything that was going on. There was proper communication in that
And no
marriage.
True.
matter the
Yeah,
pressure he faced
and
outside, he
True.
could
remember,
always come home.
yeah, he could
He
always
Yes.
come home.
wanted that
He
peace
said
with his
that.
own
Yes.
wife, but
Yes.
Nosa was just an
Mm.
ungrateful. Oh my
Yes.
goodness, I can't use
To
the
But
word.
think,
really,
to
I
in
want to
think
use
that
that
just.
system,
to think that Ivie knew about the sorry, Ivie, Idia knew about the relationship with Ivie and didn't say
I still
anything
kept her cool.
until Nosa mentioned it.
Yes,
All
now.
you
along, I
get.
thought she was you just maintain
I
demure.
still
She don't
kept
she
her
was just
cool. That's a wife.
honestly.
Are you
And
kidding
then
me?
Nosa just
That's
saw
not a wife.
picture.
Oh. We
Nosa
don't
just
just
saw
say
a
A
picture
it.
of
wife.
her husband wrapped with
That's
somebody
a
else and
wife.
then escalated to something else.
Honestly.
You
So
think you
please,
think,
that
you
is
think
not a
everything
wife.
just open your
Oh.
mouth? Wow, talk. The one that
No
that
working.
she opened her mouth wow to talk.
So
That opened
see
her
the
mouth to
thing.
talk. What did she get?
So say
Divorce.
the thing, right? I feel like with Idia, she was loyal to her man, right? And
Yes.
yes, she was a good wife. But what if this guy contacted STD and came back to the house?
They have money. They will cure it.
You think
They
say she
not
never
go cure.
feel
There's
that?
some sicknesses that
She
are
never
incurable.
They will.
person wey talk say she don't tie herself. She don't.
If people
That
should
woman
leave
don't
all
think
these
about
things that
all the
people are
fucking
Not
saying,
true.
outcome.
which
Not
one
true.
is what if they bring STD to the house? People should relax. The
No, she
one
don't
that did
think
not
am.
bring
No,
STD to the house, what did she
that's
Say we
get?
should relax. Relax. How? It's a cause for concern.
I'm not saying that it's not a cause for concern, right? But the thing is, they know what they have. Their relationship, right, is special to them, right?
Yeah.
And I would not say okay, Obos is a good man
Of
because
course.
I won't say that, but Obos is a street lord and Idia is a street
A whole
baddie,
monkey.
right? They know how these things are. You get
Yeah.
me? So you cannot come and advise a monkey that there are other foods sweeter than banana. You can't do that. You get that's what she already signed up for it. You get, and she's okay with it, right? So you cannot come and tell her, what if your husband brings STD to the house? Did she tell you that she's not reasoning that thing before you?
She don't
I
reason
thought
am oh.
about
Position.
it. Really.
She
She
tell
don't
you that
reason
she
am
not think
oh.
about it. Do you know if she takes care
No,
of herself?
what about the fact that her children could die? But looking at the business that her husband does, she knows that there are risks because he's not exactly doing something legitimate,
You guys
anyways.
don't
So
some of
anybody could
them
have
met
come
themselves on
come
the
and
street. Oh, this is
kill
not what
him.
we're talking about.
Now
This is
she
India. Oh.
she too should not be JJC.
Yeah, this is India. They're both street urchins. They know the game they pick themselves
Person
up
when
from the
nails
street.
and nails alone, eh?
Now, come
Yes,
on.
and
No,
see
see,
when
you're
I
not
want
not
to kill
at
her now.
all.
When I want to kill
That's a
her, I
weapon.
was shouting, use your nails, and took his eyes now. I didn't even finish saying that statement. She just put her nails inside that man's eye.
Yes.
You get, she has OT orientation. You get what I mean? So you cannot come and
Okay.
school a teacher.
So Daniel said for the street relationship, for streets, the relationship makes sense, but the relationship no healthy. Oh.
It's very toxic.
That
No,
India was
normal. Street relationship is toxic now.
Yes.
India
If
was
That's why I
you're
said
playing
for
the
a
just
long
Christian,
game.
you're a
not
toxic
a
human
Christian
being.
this thing.
No,
Yeah.
no, no,
They're
no.
No,
toxic for
even
each
as
other.
science Christian, even as science
Just normal moral standards alone.
by moral
It's
standards,
toxic.
it is not a healthy
Not
relationship.
healthy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know healthy. So Daniel also said if she had her own money, you think say she go give a boss that kind chance.
She had her own
I
money. Come
disagree.
on.
That was not it.
She had
She
her
did.
That
own
was not
money.
it.
She
Oh.
She
wasn't
did. How?
cajoled.
Yeah, from
was-
Obos now. From Obos now.
But
She
she
already
had,
made it
she had
now.
money in her name. She had her own savings. She
Yeah.
didn't, all her life didn't depend on her boss. Her boss gave her
Yeah.
free hand.
Exactly.
It's not as if
Mhm.
every dime she needed it from her boss. She can
Yes.
easily take her husband's car
Our
to go
boss
shopping
already
now.
created structure for his wife. As far as
You
concerned, she
get,
was
so she
dependent on her
wasn't
husband.
a dependent wife. Like if I
No,
don't
no,
get
I
money for this,
disagree.
I won't leave.
No, she was dependent. What was she doing now? She was dependent now.
When I
depended
say
on her
Going
husband.
for
dependent, as in,
allowances,
I'm
and
not.
if she
Remember
was
when
not
she
able
went
to
to
get
the
the
ATM
card, how will
card
she afford those
to go and buy
luxurious
the
life?
she's dependent on her husband. She doesn't have her own money.
She's dependent on
Anything that she has is her
100%
husband.
dependent on her
Her
husband.
husband.
Her
You guys,
husband.
don't,
Thank
you
you.
guys don't
Okay.
understand what I'm trying to
Even
say.
if
I'm saying
I
that
get
the money comes from her husband, right? But
Yeah,
she is
husband.
not, her husband. But she's not it's not like it's from hand to mouth. You get what I mean? It's not a hand to mouth situation.
Yes.
She has her,
Yes.
yes. It's not a hand to mouth situation. If she wanted to leave that marriage, trust and believe she had her own savings to live her own life. You get what I mean? So, but because she's a street woman and her husband money sweet, he can easily pick the husband's card, go and shop. Doesn't mean that she doesn't have her own. If she goes to
I
her
think
husband's account and take 1 million, she can keep her 100K for herself in her own personal account. She's not stupid
Yeah.
now. You get, so it's not so she was there willingly. She wasn't there because if she leaves, she'll suffer.
it wasn't money.
No, if
Yeah,
she
it
leaves, she'll
wasn't
still not
because of
suffer. She was there willingly.
Willingly. Okay, no
Uh-huh.
problem. It's fine. Let's proceed. Let's talk about Efe's wife. Efe's wife, right?
Yes, I was waiting for solution.
That one is a bastard.
If Melna, do like hello, do like this, do like this, do like this, do like this. Ruth, do like this, do like this. It's okay. Calm down. No beat
She's
her,
really
but-
angry.
No beat her. So Efe's wife is in a tough spot. She's a beacon of morality.
What?
Until she's getting somewhere.
Okay.
But she's also kept in the dark about her husband's criminal activities, at least at the initial stage, right?
Yeah.
I don't
Did
agree.
she ask?
What?
Yes, she was kept in the dark, actually. Now, did she act as the story's moral compass? Like, can she be placed as a moral compass anyway for the story, right?
No.
How did her presence affect?
Honestly, cut out.
No.
Okay,
She's
how did
the
her
devil in
presence?
disguise.
How did her presence affect the way you saw Efe's choices? Abi, or your view of Efe's choices?
I thought that it's very rare to find a woman who is poor and humble and loyal to her husband's poverty. She gave birth and she was still saying, I will love you no matter what. Leave what she said. So I said, I love you better when you were poor. That woman
And it's true.
She was wonderful. She was sweet. I couldn't understand it all. There's no food in the house, no food for my baby, and you were still loving your husband. That means they had a friendship. They had a friendship before they got married. To the point where they got married, they had such a beautiful friendship. But how the character evolved to become bitchy, and when you're not thinking your husband is the person that takes all the blame. You were not involved in anything. Or how she started taking alcohol, like maybe see the depression of her husband's business.
I don't know
what alcohol.
I don't know. She wasn't.
I don't know what it was.
Money. What
everything.
I don't know.
She was going like this.
Really don't know.
She took a deep dive. and I was clueless, and I was like, who is this wife?
She's not just
One
for
picture
money.
of your husband holding a woman, and you're already sending it away. You don't do that.
She's mad.
No.
No, but
She's
before
and
that
she
picture,
didn't
she already
hesitate.
had
She didn't
some
waste
doubts.
time.
So
I kind of
before the
understand
picture,
Nusa.
she already started having doubts.
I understand Nusa.
Which
I don't
doubts?
think I don't blame Nusa like that.
I don't. I loved her until I didn't anymore.
If
She
you
was
are
kept
here,
in the dark.
movie or no movie, once you decide to date a street boy or anybody from the streets, just don't expect 100% faithfulness. What?
But they were not streets now. They were not the streets now.
But they
She didn't
joined
marry him
now.
as a street boy.
They joined now. She knew, and the thing is, okay, what I don't like about her is, first of all, she wasn't kept in the dark from the beginning. From the
I
very
agree.
first day, if they resumed
She
work,
wasn't.
this wife knew what exactly he was going to do.
Yes. Before she
Now,
said yes.
yes, so now the money started coming. You did not expect that there were not going to be obstacles or mishaps. Like, for example, when teacher put their child in the freezer, you didn't expect that it was just going to be a smooth sail. You're not daft. You know how street life is. If you didn't know, okay, Happy New Year. Welcome to street life. You should, expect some obstacles, right? In that time, you and your husband are supposed to come and put heads together and build a fortitude for your home. That is what India does, right? If Ife was always able to go back home, that advice of clean obos would not have come from Nusa, because she knows the
Sorry,
history.
say that again.
I said if Ife could always go back home, like after a stressful day, like when they do work and business, he could come back and say, oh, see what happened today, just the way Obos does with India, right? The idea of killing Obos would not come from Nusa, because Nusa knows the history. Nusa knows where they started from. They would have found.
But the idea didn't come from Nusa now.
That's what I'm saying. That it could have come from Nusa if Obos was always going home.
Okay,
if their marriage was
you.
good. If Nusa didn't push him outside to that mistress that was singing a different song.
She didn't push him, please.
Oh,
she didn't
God.
push him.
She
did not push him. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Let's not focus on this one.
Explain himself. She didn't push what? Explain himself.
No, she's not anywhere. She's not pushing
him.
Anywhere.
Just excuse me, right?
She didn't. You know that? Do you remember that Efe was supposed to spend the night in the mistress's house? He said no. That he was going back home to his wife.
If they use that girl to attack Obos used. If they use that girl to that girl to
attack
get Obos attention. Remember,
my point is that
when he figured out that the girl what's it called, Obos was sleeping with his daughter, he was hurt, brought the girl to the same venue that where this guy was eating, to pass a message across to Obos.
Yes, I get that part.
She was just a pawn in the
script.
Yes,
He
didn't really. The plan wasn't to sleep with her.
His plan was never to sleep with her.
So
he was never.
He went back home, and the wife.
Let's go back. Chill now. Let's go back to the first time they introduced that character, Sparkles. When they introduced that Sparkles man now, when they introduced that character, when Obos tried to check her, and then she was giving him attitude, and then he came to be the I'm the
knight in shining armor
and all of that. And then it was now like, can I get your number? He started toasting her from there.
Was it Nosan that told him?
Efe is a gentleman.
Was it Nosan that told him to go ask for number?
The eye was giving her. Did you see the
when you are supporting yourself, I'm beginning to suspect you.
Efe is a gentleman.
I'm not 100% supporting Nusa. Nusa had.
Let me ask a question.
Right? But my question is that the foundational problem for Nusa then is that there was poor communication. Both from her own end, she didn't allow her man to explain. And even the man too sometimes don't want to explain. Because maybe he felt like, oh, I'm a man. There's some things I shouldn't say. There's some things I should be able to chest without having to bring my
No.
money into the situation.
If he never
But
Nosa
when
was
he
already
now
Nosa was already
when he now
feeling
got
like the
for
righteous
sparkles,
one in the relationship.
Oh,
She was feeling like the
Jesus
righteous
Christ.
one. She was feeling like the only one that was
She
self-righteous.
was self-righteous.
She was exactly.
She
She
self-righteous.
displayed that behavior.
No. So
And so
let me show from this is how I feel. This is how I feel about Nosa's character. First of all, Nosa is not built for crime life. Number one. Yes, she was an hypocrite, though, quite all right. But nobody, you know, go see your child where it's a freezer, where you go come out, your head no go spark. You don't even get how
Yes.
when somebody
Yes.
tries to
I'm
attack your
not
family
saying
because
that I'm
initially
not saying she
first
should not be
because
angry.
no chill
But you
first,
should
chill first.
remember that the man did not do this alone.
I know
You get?
reality and agreement get different because when
yes.
the agreement was that it was not going to affect the family. Was that not it? He mentioned that
Yes.
it was whatever they were doing was not going to affect their family.
why didn't he
So
even
now it's
fly them
not
out of the
affecting the
country
family.
when he was
Thank
having
you.
money? Why didn't he fly
Thank
them out
you.
as a man that is
The
thinking about his
moment
family? Why
No,
didn't
no,
he
no,
fly
no,
them
no.
out
the
of
He
the
wants to be
there
with
country?
was
his
a stress.
family. He wants to be with
I
his
don't
See
family.
what?
understand. To
See
their own
what? No.
expense, to their own
Agreement is
detriment.
agreement, yo.
The first thing you
My
have
own,
done might
my
have been
own
to take
about
her
Nosa is,
or to
you
take her
see
to
that
another
money
place.
that she was yapping that I loved you better when you were poor. That's a very blatant lie, because you see
Ouch.
that same money in
And you know that it could be true. It could actually be
It's
true.
not a lie.
What she meant,
listen to
what
me.
she meant.
Listen
No,
to me. You know
she
in
meant.
that
No,
you know
no.
in that
Wait
boutique,
first. Wait
you
first.
know in that boutique when
No.
Ida finished
Mm-mm.
changing it for her, she saw her former boss.
Leave that thing.
Just to
Leave
go and
that thing.
flaunt
See,
5 million
She saw her
naira.
former boss.
initially,
If she loved poverty so much, why did she not
no.
leave that nonsense thing
That
that she
was
did?
not what she meant. That was not what she meant. It was not the money she was talking about. When she meant that, when she
I
said that,
know,
I love
but
you
that
that way
thing
you
was
were
very
poor, it
unnecessary.
was the relationship that they had. First of all,
Yes.
remember that she too had changed as a result of that choice. She started having a
Yeah.
drinking problem as a result
Yes.
of
Yeah.
the choice they made to enter into a crime life. She
That's
wasn't the
Yeah.
the
same woman
thing.
that
The choice
when they
they
started.
made,
Quite all right.
both of them
You can say,
made.
even if the
She
both
still
of them
came for
made
that
the
money in
choice
prison,
together,
though. She still came for that
eh,
money. All the offshore accounts that the police could not find. She still came for
it's
it,
She's a
oh.
no.
smart woman.
She still
Smart
came for
woman.
it, oh.
Before,
She did not say,
before,
okay,
when it was
She came
let
for
me
when it
keep
was
freedom.
you.
back to
Let me
no,
keep
no.
some for you in case you come outside or anything. She still came
Ah,
for
come
that
out
money, oh.
first.
For she and the doctor to go and start squandering, go to punish that doctor wherever he is. Stupid man.
As in, that doctor part, I already knew that. I, I already knew that something was going to happen between her and that doctor when the doctor was smiling up and down, smiling sheepishly, and
Mm.
asking questions concerning.
No,
I
all
already knew
her
So,
that.
so
But
do you
the
know,
decision.
fact
another
I don't support
question is this:
any of her
why
decision.
was Efe even angry? Why was he angry when he came and saw that the doctor was sleeping with his wife?
Oh, so if
you
you
don't
So
want
get
to,
didn't
you should not be
Efe push
angry.
her?
you
Didn't
So
Efe
you should
push
not be
her to
angry,
go and
Kosi.
sleep with?
bam.
You should not be
Oh
angry.
yeah,
You
you
should not
push
be angry.
answer.
I don't
You push
understand.
answer.
He is having his
If
own
I don't
affair.
push her to
He has had affair with two women.
Even
One
though
woman, the wife
you
does
should
not
not be
even
angry
know.
again.
Mhm.
And he has to be angry. Though.
I don't understand though.
It's the same
Because
thing
he
that
even
was
said that
they
That
were both
first
He
one that
angry.
the
pushed
wife
her.
did not
Musa
know.
was
Who
He pushed
angry.
her
He
to
for?
do
was
it.
angry.
Why is he angry?
Who that first affair?
Yes,
That
did he
one.
push her?
He was molested. Says that's not an affair.
nah lie.
He was blackmailed.
Rude,
That's not an affair.
rude,
You cannot count that one as an affair.
rude.
He cannot
But
count
I
it
don't
though.
need
No
shop
follow.
am,
It's not
but
an
now with
affair.
clear eye. But
No
I don't
follow.
need shop am, but now with clear eye.
You no
Okay.
follow.
In Efe's mind, if he didn't do that thing, his wife was in labor with triplets. People, come on now. Stop.
We
No, he
all
had
No,
he
I
had
have
he had
can't.
bills to pay.
families.
He had bills to
There's
pay.
no
He had bills to pay.
justification. There
See,
is
to
We
be
no,
honest,
always
and then
have
me,
you
oh,
you cannot
choices.
say that
I could
someone
No,
is
I
excuse
doing
don't. I
him
don't
for
like
that
the
crime.
way people
behavior.
are using this
I could
thing. I
excuse him
don't.
for
I
that
don't
behavior.
really
I
know.
could excuse him for that behavior,
No.
honestly.
No, might not excuse
Even
him
Honestly.
oh,
even
because
Oh,
that's not
Efe's
oh
fair.
my
flat.
God. You could excuse him
No,
for what
Even in
behavior?
their
That I
far.
could
misunderstanding,
excuse him. But
I
remember,
can't.
I already said he's looking for deliverance. But that thing he did was out of love. Abba. He did it
even
No,
out
in
I
of
that,
love.
Of
even in
disagree.
love.
their
Why people saying
misunderstanding, he
this?
was willing
I
to
disagree.
abandon Sparkles and still live with his family. That was why he
Wait,
was
what?
angry.
No.
Even
He
in their
wasn't going to.
quarrel, he was
He
willing to
wasn't going
abandon
to.
Sparkles, come to his family, take his wife and children and run away. He still puts his family first at the end of the day, even with their quarrel
No,
and everything.
he ended up putting his family last. It's last that I put his family.
What do you mean by put his family last?
It's last I put his family. First of all, see that thing that he did with Madam Aduni, nothing excuses it. If
Thank you
not, he
very
should have
much. You
started
live
the show
long.
work. If that's the
Yes.
case, he should have started the show work. If he knows that that's what's going to pay the bills to
You
put
know, he was
his
Put
family
telling
up.
me,
Lagos
he know that that
conductor.
woman would have said
You
that
can
kind of thing
say
to him, and
you
that
can
thing was
say
answered.
desperate times calls for desperate measures, but this one was not desperate measures because they still take the money. Why not go steal it and again, make give him
But
another
he
one?
didn't know
He
now
went
that he was
again.
going
He
to
went
steal
again
the
now.
money now.
And they didn't give her money. It was not effective. So you are saying that
It
it
wasn't
should
effective,
commit
but he
crime that's
didn't
not
know
effective. Okay,
beforehand. This
Okay,
thing,
sorry
Exactly.
you
this thing
guys,
can
was
sorry
so
guys,
time
that's
sorry
why
guys.
it's not
sensitive
even crime
now.
like
Let
that.
me read it. Let
The
me read the comment
comments.
section, right?
Yes,
There are a lot of
please.
No,
comments in the
that thing
comment
was
section. So
time
let me
sensitive, and he didn't know before time that they were going to steal the money from him.
sorry. Don't be
He
angry.
wanted to
Don't be
save his
angry.
wife's life.
Yes, it
Yes.
He
was,
didn't know
but
that
in
thing
the
was
wrong way.
time sensitive. See what they told him at the hospital now, he had to be paying instrumentally.
Person say he was molested. Okay.
Okay, so let's read what they have in the comment section. So Mr. Daniel said Efe messed up. He should have moved his family out even before time. Thank you, sir. You will live long.
Now
Yes,
so.
so yes.
Yes.
He
Then
didn't have the capacity.
Kitty Cat said money changes people. That's what changed. There is now money to the point that she shared iPhone as souvenir. Money
Yes,
changes
so
people. Why I not did that party that day?
God.
Edwin said he didn't mess up. How are you sure that the family would have been safe if they had relocated them?
They would have.
Okay. Hey, yeah, Daniel is asking, can we speak?
Daniel
We in the
said she
comment
pushed him
section.
out. She did. She did. Exactly. Thank you.
No,
she
she
pushed
did
him.
not.
I don't.
Everybody's
That part
responsible
is
for
He
their
where
made
actions.
I don't
he
even
made
understand
the
pushing. I don't
decision to
understand
be
pushing
pushed
that part.
He
What
out.
do you
made his
mean?
decision and
Edward,
choice.
see what
He
Edward
made
said. See
the,
what
the
Edward said.
he had it in him to
How
be
did everyone?
pushed out. He had it in him. He wanted to do it
Yes,
from the
he
scratch.
did.
Did she
Yeah.
push him to go and start collecting number? Was he there that night?
Bam,
Has she
bam.
removed?
When he asked her to chop
Please,
dinner,
please,
the
please,
seed was
please.
already just like a boss activated his criminal nature.
Edward,
That is the
Edward
same
said,
way he just
Nosa
needed a
is the number
push.
one villain in this movie. To me,
She
I cannot
was
wait for us
just
to
a
get to our
woman.
part.
Wait,
She was just.
See,
It was just a.
anybody that
It was
supports Nosa,
just for
I
me.
question that line of reasoning. I question it.
Question my life and question it
I
because I support her
question
to a
it.
point. She's not a saint, she's not as bad as you people portray her to
She's
be.
Oh no,
terrible.
Honestly,
she's bad. I beg, she's
no,
bad.
no.
Come on.
She's bad.
She was
I
okay,
feel like
annoying at some
okay.
Terrible.
point.
Efe going to meet that woman now gave her the confidence to go and chase after or go
Let me
and
tell
receive
you,
love from the doctor.
the two times that if he slept with Madame
Thank you.
Aduni,
So they
the
pushed them
first
first.
time his wife was in labor. The second time he wanted his job back so that he would not go and join a boss.
Ruth, he was looking for, to be very honest, he was looking for he was looking for the
Easiest
easiest
way
way
out.
out.
Mhm.
He was looking for the easiest way
About
out.
me, I do not excuse. Okay, let me ask
You
you.
know
Let
how
me let
it's
me
so
ask
easy
you.
to judge when you're not the one wearing the
So
Wait
suit, sha.
now.
why
That's what
didn't
you
he
people are
give
No,
saying
up?
here.
Why didn't he?
let me ask. Hello.
Go on.
I'm with you. I can hear you.
Okay, so did you not advise Nusa to go and sleep with teacher so that she would leave her family alone?
What do you
Hmm?
mean?
If Nosa had gone to sleep with teacher so that teacher would have mercy on his family, would that have been okay?
They had money then. Now money wasn't the issue. Now this
It's
one,
not
that
about money.
one,
It's not
money wasn't the issue.
everybody. The thing is that there was a need. They were desperate. He was desperate and he succumbed to his fleshly desires.
That wasn't a that was a life that one he was doing it for his wife. That was a life and death situation.
She's doing it for her husband. She's doing it for her
No, they had
husband.
other options. They had other options. With
So
teacher,
he
they had
also
other
had other
options.
options. What
With
if
teacher,
Madame
it
Aduni
was
was
either
not
the
there?
wife or a boss. They had other
Oh
options.
yeah, wait now. If Madame Aduni was not there, where would he have gotten the money?
Well, that's how the story was. And Madame
We
Aluni
can't
was
hear you.
there.
I
The
think that's
story
so
is
there's always a choice. There's
the
always a
story
choice.
is Madame Aduni was there.
We
So we
can't
are
hear you.
judging according to how the story is.
Is
Right? We are
I
judging
know
according to how the story is. You get what I mean?
I
So
know.
in the context of that story, he really didn't have a choice. We're not creating other scenarios now. We are judging according
Kosi,
to
we
the
can't
story of
hear
the
you.
movie. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I said
Kosi,
we're not creating other scenarios, right? We are judging according to the scenarios of the
we
movie.
can't hear you,
So,
Kosi. Kosi is
cause are you
speaking, but I
saying
don't think we can.
something?
Yeah, she is, but we can't hear her.
She
She has
has gone
logged out,
out.
so she logged out.
Oh, me, I'm
Yeah.
not going to
No,
blame
please, so
the only time that I blame Efe was listening to what that Sparkles is saying, and that was because he didn't have a place in his home. If he had a place in his home, him and his wife, it would have been like that. You see, that's a
see,
way
the thing
match.
is
That's a
that
mistress thing. It's not
there's no
just.
excuse.
Oh,
There's
perfect.
never an excuse. There's no excuse for
Sorry,
cheating.
can you
There's
guys
no
hear me
You are
now?
excuse.
saying it now.
Yes,
Yes, I
I
can hear
hear
you,
I don't.
Kosi.
You can go
Oh,
ahead and say
okay,
that. Me, I'm
perfect.
not even going to blame you or anything.
you.
You can
There's
Okay,
no
say it.
excuse.
thank you very much.
You can say it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's move on to the next topic of discourse, right? Already, I wanted to ask a question, but I feel like the answer is already out there. But I'm going to ask it for those in the comments so they can put their response there. So I'm going to ask Team Nosa or Team Idia. So we have two very different wives in this show. In the comments, right? Which of these wives' choices, which of these women's choices, whether to be moral compass or a partner in crime, do you understand more? Even if you don't agree with it, right? Which one do you understand more? The Idia kind of wife, or
Rephrase.
Yeah.
Team Nosa or Team Idia, right? Which of these wives do you understand more? You might not agree with the way they went about it, but which of them do you understand more? Right?
Team Nosa. Team Nosa.
Is it Nosa that
For me,
held on to morality?
Nosa.
Or is it
Idia.
Idia that stood by her husband, even in the bad thing that he was doing?
Idia.
Nosa. Nosa.
if it's for
Okay.
if it's for relatability, relatability, or how do they call it? It's actually no, sir. Because crime, that their relationship is not it exists though, but it's not realistic like that. Like that,
Hmm.
we are
Is
being honest.
more realistic than you can ever reason. It is too realistic. See, the thing is, you're not. You know why? You know why I think that you are talking like this, because you've never really been exposed to street life, so you are
Ruth, we can't
judging
hear
from
you
your
again.
own life experiences.
We
If
can hear her.
he died,
I
Ruth.
think it's your
Ruth, your
network.
response is from your response is from your own experiences. Her
so
response is from her own
it's from my own
experiences.
experiences exactly. So
Exactly.
that's
So
why
allow
I'm
us
saying
to
that
respond from our
it's okay.
responses. Team Nosa, Team Idia, Oton. So me, I'm Nosa. Even
Me,
though I'm
I'm Team
hating on her,
Idia,
but
so
we still stand on
I
Nosa
don't,
on this
I
one.
don't, I
Okay,
don't
okay.
argue with your Team
Lillian,
Musa.
your team Nosa, right?
Nosa.
Jane, your
Yeah.
team Nosa.
Yeah.
Ruth, your
Worry
team.
babe is on
Me, I'm Team
Idia.
Idia. You could leave it like that. Full chested. Take and play
Wait,
first
so you
now.
could have supporters here. Because he saw said Idia all the way. Because she kept to her,
Yes.
because she kept to make sure
Make
that
I say
Oboti's
person no
killer
support
met
me.
with
Say
the
what
same
happen.
fate. Gift said Idia.
Not
Okay,
them.
all right. So let's talk about teacher, right? Do you think that teacher's character would have been brought out more? Do you think that do you think they did justice to teacher's character? Or do you think he should have been shown more? His character should have been fleshed out more.
The show wasn't about him now. You see how he
Yeah.
met with
What's
the
up?
wrong people and he died? That was what Nosa and that was what Ife and the boy was supposed to do. You see how he met with
Put
the
up.
wrong people and he died? Straight up, they hung him without even
Yes.
thinking twice.
Yes.
They are there discussing percentage, no percentage. Let's kill him. Let's since Oteka
Teacher was
since he for
teacher
not even
is
threatened them reach like 2 times for not collect. Straight up.
yes now. Teacher
I
is
think
Wow.
I
I think I've
he was
seen
my worst this was my worst character.
Teacher.
Yeah.
Did you
teacher.
guys see why he was eating human meat?
Yes,
No, they
now
Ah,
didn't we
he
did not
just
see
he
it.
just knew how to play the game, but he messed with the wrong people. He knew how to play street game, because normally as an OD you go they collect tax from upcoming, and then are the ones where you don't train, we don't respect you. For example, now
exactly. Where you train.
if a boss now grew up in the street, now say he can't old all in boys like them Aussie boy and boys like that. When he don't train, go they give
No, but I
say
thought teacher
you
trained the boss.
understand for
I thought
He
weird
did
teacher
not
teaching.
train
trained
him.
the boss.
It's just your
Eh,
press for weird
eh.
teaching.
Oh wow, okay. Anyway, before we move forward, please, if you've not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please go ahead and subscribe right now. You've enjoyed it all the way till now. So if you've not
Subscribe
subscribed, click
Hit
that
that
subscribe
subscribe
button
button
now.
on.
Now,
now.
click it now. And if you've not liked this video already, go ahead and like this video, okay? All right.
Like.
But then again, right? I feel that
Excuse me, because excuse me, say you see the way teacher's boy gave him his house to stay. When
okay, yes.
that's
Okay,
because
yes.
he trained him. So he
Yes,
owed him that loyalty. But you will not
yes.
come outside from nowhere, see me on that person.
And they're expecting loyalty from somewhere else. I think
Okay,
that
I totally
teacher
understand.
was a greedy man.
Very greedy bastard.
Greedy man. That's
Very
I mean, first
and
of all,
annoying.
I like to think that I've seen Chidimma Keme play those kind of roles like one, too many times. So I would like to see him do something else. I don't want to see him as a bad man again, to be honest.
Oh,
He played the
No,
role
but he
well.
should be a good man that
I
year
think I
now.
was since I was little. So I've seen like a lot of his movies, like old movies and all that.
I don't even remember
Yeah.
what he was like when he was much younger, but I feel like I've seen
No, he used to
his
be
recent,
actually act like
his
nice boys
comeback
then.
to the industry has been more villainous.
Yeah, in more
You
recent
get?
times,
Yeah.
like he
Yes.
played
More
villain
villainous.
roles.
Even
since he came
Shanty
back.
Town.
So yeah, he killed the role, but for me, teacher's role
Should do
was the role
something
of a
different,
greedy
for a
man
change.
who did not reap where he sowed. Who did not
Yeah.
reap?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is for me. For that's
Okay.
it,
So
personally.
and then, so if you were to look at it, some person might say that the retaliation of what's his name or boss to teacher was unequal in the sense that he had to kill
Yes.
his
It was extreme.
granddaughter. But it's not that he planned it now. It was supposed to be teacher. And then teacher was now like, he was now saying that the child that he put inside freezer, that he did not expect that the child would die. That he was
But
not
were you
the
not?
child.
Guys, were you not
What
shocked?
if the child stayed there longer?
What
He
if the child
just
had an
What do you
underlying
mean
was
that
not
the
fear
child
of
was
something?
there at that time?
trashy. He was just
What
saying
did
it
he
to
mean
save
by that?
face. It was a
And
mistake.
besides, if you pinch somebody, you cannot tell the person how the person is going to pinch you back.
React.
Exactly.
Yes.
So
But
what
I
is
also think that there was a plot twist there. To think
Mm.
that it was teacher that planted sparkles.
Yes.
I was like,
That was why I said if Efe was able to always come back home, that nonsense
You know
wouldn't
that,
have happened.
I was just going to talk about this, right? I feel that Efe did not realize that he was the catch.
yes, no.
You know that, and that's because of how they've killed his ego, they've killed
No,
his
if it's
self-worth.
that one, I
So
already
maybe he's
started
not even seeing
suspecting
that
the
there's
role of that
anything good
sparkles
that
in
can
his life.
amount from
When
him
she kept
again.
this thing, she kept trying to break he and her boss apart. She kept trying to break them apart, and that was when I knew that
There was
something is
Something was
fishy.
something.
there.
There was something
Giving
wrong. You
her
see the
drugs,
way.
she was
You
giving him
see
pills.
her tone, her softness, her place.
Yeah,
That was supposed to be Nosa's job.
No, sir. Yeah. But then again, do you know that assuming FS said, okay, you know what, teacher, I would leave
Because of the
Obos
kind of
and come
job
and work for you. Can you hear me?
yes.
Okay, if Efe had said, you know what, teacher, I would leave Obos, right, and come and work for you. Do you know that it would have saved Efe's family? It would have saved Efe.
no.
Kosi,
That would have been a very big mistake.
on the
Remember
street,
that, remember what teacher said.
you collect,
No, now
take.
remember
Something was
remember that
just
their agreement. Remember that teacher and Efe later had an agreement, and then Efe now teacher now say blackmailing Efe
80,
with
yeah,
what to say.
yeah,
So you see that
80%.
he never planned, he never actually. If
never
they are giving
planned.
30%,
He never.
the next year he would have asked for 40%. The next year he would have asked for 50%. You're gonna do like landlord.
And if you take blood, you must pay back with blood. That's how it is.
Yeah.
Something has
Yeah.
to give. Something has to
So
give. You
let me
cannot kill
read.
somebody and expect money as compensation. Somebody's blood must follow it.
Follow it. So let me read an Instagram comment here. So someone said greed was what spoilt everything. They covered their tracks well. Even had someone in the NCCC, but I just realized even if they paid teacher that 30%, he would have asked for more. Or not,
Yeah.
but I guess we'll never know.
He would have
Then
asked for
another person said, Abi, when Nosa bought that bag at the boutique to show off and shame another woman while still complaining about what has become of their lifestyle since that source was wealth. So I didn't get that.
Wait,
Okay, I didn't really
what
get
were
that
people
part.
expecting? That she was going to... Have you forgotten what that woman did to her?
But if you are being
If
so
she's talking about
sanctimonious, why flaunt the wealth?
nobody says she was sanctimonious. Nobody says she never liked the money. She's just saying that that money has caused problems and this is what it is. That's what she's saying.
Okay,
She's not saying that she did not
so
like the money. That's not what she's saying.
someone said, yes, it was greed. Both parties had done damage. Teacher had lost his small mommy. Obos lost his driver, almost his wife. Everything had already casted. Then he wanted to pay percentage, make him they play. If the game is the game, teacher would have increased the percentage just like he told Efe, because a lot had been lost already. But now teacher wanted blood, Obosi's life. If they had paid him that 30% from the beginning, they wouldn't have had any problem except from Obos sleeping with Evie, which isn't a very brotherly thing to do.
No, I
Teacher would have
disagree. Any
wanted more eventually because that's how greedy
teacher.
people behave.
Yeah, that's how it is. Because really, you wanted to reap where you did not sow.
Exactly.
Know.
He would have wanted more
Look at
eventually.
where
So
you
that thing
stood
would
with
have only
30%.
bought his silence for a while until he got greedy
All the way
again.
to 30%. Oh, 30%.
But
You
Oh
don't even
yeah,
say
so
1%.
Gift said teacher knew Efe was the weak link, to be honest.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
obviously. Daniel said Obos understood the game. Eliminating teacher or going head to head with teacher would have been the best.
Best.
Mhm.
And no such
Then he also said
no.
Efe
Because
would
if
have
he had
planned
that
with
sense,
Obos to deal with teacher.
that's exactly made me the best. Man, not lie.
Edwin
That's
said
what
the only reason why I blame Efe is because of his failure to accept his new identity. In a
Right.
mafia game, you don't go in double-minded. His failure to accept that cost his hubris.
It's true now.
Anyway,
Because
sir.
once you're in the streets, you are in the streets. You don't say, okay, I'm in the street, but I'm still you're nothing. That's why Nosa is upsetting me, because you know where you are entering.
She didn't know.
It's all hands
Don't
on
blame her.
deck.
She didn't know. She didn't know.
She just wanted to chop money. It's
No,
all hands
boss,
on deck.
boss.
Oh. You cannot see.
If
I can
only
never go back.
if you
Oh
accept,
no. You don't
It's
enter
already
again,
too
you
late,
enter.
oh.
It's already too late.
It won't make sense, so
Sure.
Where am I
where are
going
they
to?
going to?
Why
They've
you
already
say
come
you
too
go?
far.
Sure. You
Okay,
see, wait, they do Yahoo Plus. You say I liked you better when you were poor. Oh, father.
no, but it's true now. Oh, I feel you're not understanding that part. What she said was the
at
truth.
all.
She liked
It's
him
true.
better when he was poor. She loved him better
Because see,
when
I'm telling you
he
that I
was
understand
poor. And it
It was
exactly what
not
she
about the
meant.
money. It was not about the
I
money.
It's about the
but I'm telling you
attention.
that she was
The attention.
judgmental.
Yeah.
It's
yes.
out of judgment that she made that
No.
statement.
Of
She
course,
was
I know she was
judgmental.
judgmental. Yes, she was judgmental. Yes, but that particular statement, I loved you more when you were poor, right? It is the truth. Did you see the kind of peace they were enjoying? Aside the fact that they didn't have money
I
to eat and
know,
all of
but that thing came out of a place of judgment, as if the man went to do this thing by himself. That's
I
what I
get you.
didn't like.
We know it's just
Yeah.
they are not perfect. Now because of her judgmental nature, where she can't become devil.
She's a bastard. I'm
Okay,
She
sorry.
was being
so
human too now.
See, you
so
you guys are underestimating what a good woman, by your side can do for you.
You
You
know
guys are
that
okay,
people
maybe
think that
underestimated
wait,
though.
people think that Sparkles was a very good companion
That's
because
what I'm
she
saying. I
was
said
a target.
Sparkle is a
If
serpent.
she
If
was sent
Nosa
to
was doing
him,
what she was supposed to do, that Sparkle would
he
not
said
have
she
a
be serpent.
standing in Efe's life. That's my point.
But you know that Sparkles at the end of the day started loving this guy, Efe, right?
That
And
was a
if
tactic. That was a tactic.
no,
She was there on
No, she fell in love for
assignment.
real.
She
She fell in
genuinely
love for
fell
real.
in love with
She
him.
catch feelings. No lie.
Yes,
She catch
She
feelings,
catch
yes,
yes,
she
feelings.
but she also
genuinely
knew
fell in love
she
with
also
him.
knew she was there on an assignment. She caught feelings,
But
yes.
she fell in
No,
love
she
now.
caught feelings. She was willing to run away with Efe and leave teacher now.
Yeah. Is that not why she
It was
betrayed
teacher that came to tell her that they don't run you street, street don't run you street.
and
Alpha. So it
Tell
was
you
out of
see
bitterness
that
that she
one
exposed the friend.
time
She was the one that
she
exposed the friend now.
exposed it. She don't
If
forgive
it would
her,
have gone
she don't
scot
forgive
free,
her.
if it would have gone
She
scot
don't
free,
forgive
if
her.
not that
But if I'm blaming Nosa for being human,
No.
you don't,
But you know
no,
another thing,
don't say that.
Sparkles was trying to avoid what happened with her mom to happen to her.
Yes.
so you
She
think that
already
Nosa
had
should have
trauma.
come
If it
from
would
her?
have gone scot free, if not for Sparkles that exposed
Yes.
him. But if he was
Yes.
willing to abandon Sparkles still go back to his family and
His
take them
family.
to safety.
No,
So
we
if
were not
Nosa was
sure.
not
We were
being
not sure if he was
stupid in
going
the
to take his
first place,
family. Oh.
there would have been no
Yes, he
space
was
for
sure he was
Sparkles
going to
in the
take the
first
family.
place.
His
Yes, he was going to
children.
take his family. Yeah.
He was going to take his children or his family.
His wife and
His
children.
family.
That's why he
Both
was
the
angry
wife
when he saw the wife with the
and
doctor. He went
so
back
the
home
thing is
for
that I
rest.
agree. The moment with Sparkles, he knew it was not realistic. His head was hot. There was too much happening at the same time. He had a decision to make. So he needed a place away from reality. And that was why he fell into the hands of Sparkles and all of that. So when he had already dealt with the problem finish or to a point,
When
he now
push
wanted to
came
take
to
his family.
shove,
But then the
he
damage
went
had
back
been
home.
done. He don't cast. Oh.
Do you know what I feel? From the get go, if he put his family into consideration, and when the chips were down, he still went back to try and save his family. His family was just
Yes.
ungrateful.
Yes.
So he did it for his
He,
family.
at the end of
Wow.
the day, his family was just ungrateful because, like I
Wow.
keep saying this thing: if Nosa stood by Efe, Sparkles would not have a stand in Efe's life. She won't have a
True.
stand there.
True. Yes, true.
She won't have a
Okay.
stand.
Okay. Thank you very much. So I'm trying to bring this to a close. I'm trying so much to just,
Compress it.
do you understand? But I still have a lot.
I told you that this thing will not be done in 1 hour. They're not tell you. I didn't even bet now you'd have paid me.
They
It's not
actually want
possible.
me. You know, I
Uh-huh.
told Ruth that don't worry, we'll do 7:30 to 8:30. I'll try and do within 1 hour, but nah.
I'll go answer query now where I'm coming from.
So let me a quick one, yeah. A quick one, yeah. Who was the most tragic character apart from Efe? Apart from Efe.
The officer, we lose our family one
Tragic
Inspector
day.
Mo.
character.
Oh
Inspector Mo.
yes. You know the most
Machine.
Okay.
challenging thing is to convince people that you're
Pray.
not insane.
Yes.
True.
No.
Yes.
Okay, so
Especially
we're not going to go.
She
We're not going
went
to
through
go deep
it.
into it. We're not going to go deep into it because of time, right? Who was the most foolish character?
No, sir.
Let me know in the comment section, guys. Let me know who was the most foolish character.
No,
Who
sir
was the
is
most
the most
tragic
foolish
character
character.
apart from Efe? Say that again.
The most tragic is the inspector. She lost her entire
Inspector,
family.
I agree.
Again.
Yeah. The most
Her
foolish one.
husband, her children, her entire family. Right? Then
The most foolish is
is
Ivie.
yes.
Yes, so
If
give
you,
it up.
yes,
I agree with
thank
you on
you.
this one.
I
Give
love
it
it.
up. Give it up to her.
Very foolish girl. Very
Okay.
foolish girl.
Who was
Is
the most
foolish.
who the
She was
most
just too
what was the
naive. She
most
wasn't loved at home. That's just the
underappreciated
truth. She wasn't
scene?
loved at home.
What was
You
the
said?
most underappreciated scene?
Say that again. Who was the most underappreciated what?
Appreciated.
What was the most underappreciated scene?
Every scene on that movie was a hit. Oh, was a hit back to back. Oh, what was
I think it was
underappreciated?
maybe episode 1. It was still dragging. So that scene will be somewhere in episode 1 because I was still trying to understand what it was.
Understand what's going on?
The movie was building up.
Yeah, it was,
Building up. So
you
in
know,
episode
the show
1,
was a slow burn.
it was
It
slow.
will creep up
So
on you like
episode
this.
1, somewhere in episode 1.
Okay. So one person that deserved worse than they got. One
Worse
person
than
that
they got.
deserved worse than they got.
Inspector Moss friend. What's that?
Onome.
That boy.
Onome.
Oh no, man. We like Onome.
But how
Man,
They're
did it
supposed
how
this
did
show
the own
sha,
end
is
though?
all shades of betrayal though. This show,
They
all
told you
they're
shades of
earlier
supposed to
now.
beat
betrayal
on a man.
from different angles,
Yes.
betrayal from different sides.
So what was the
This
question again?
show.
What was the
Cutting
question
was
again?
not
Sorry.
enough. Because that
What
the
was the
cutting
question
it was
again?
not enough. They're
The
supposed to
person
beat
that
something.
got worse than they got, that deserved
No,
worse
no,
than
no.
they got,
The person that deserved
worse than they
they
got.
got.
Yes.
As in the person that got off easy is what she's saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The person that
For
deserved
me, it was
worse than
unfair.
they got.
Because he's a betrayer too.
Yes. They're supposed to beat something for
Okay.
anybody.
Okay. So one more question. Yeah. So if you're trying to bring this home, what's one moral lesson that you took from this movie? Because I believe that the reason that any movie is brought out there is for people to learn. Apart from entertainment, yeah, is for people to learn as well. So what's one lesson that you learned from this movie, To Kill a Monkey?
Never trust the loyalty of a poor man.
Hey. Ah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Full and short. If they showed us that, Nosa showed us that.
Yes.
Never.
Me, I think
If
for
it's
me,
that
because again, my favorite character was Ozzy Boy.
Ozzy
Because
boy.
Ozzy Boy showed unwavering support or unwavering loyalty in
Loyalty,
that movie.
yes.
that
Even
one was
when
messed up.
that night, what's it called? Obos was like, "You need me, Greta. You need."
He cried.
He
I
still kept.
cried.
He said,
I feel like
even
that
me,
scene
even me,
is one of the most
underappreciated,
underappreciated. Yes.
That
Yes.
scene.
And then also somebody said that
Ozzy
another scene
boy.
also was when Efe was crying to the nurse attendants.
Mm. You know what,
Yeah.
Kimmy?
Come in.
We're going to war. I said
Okay.
they wrong me.
No, I think for me that scene, I think the nurses were just
Hi,
unnecessarily
boo.
rude to me.
Yes.
When
I
did you
think the
come back?
nurses were unnecessarily rude, so I won't give that to them. But again, for me, my own was if it taught me about what it means to be loyal.
Sorry, Ruth,
That's what if
can
it
you
taught me
mute
in the
your
movie.
Ruth?
Ruth.
Yo,
Please, can you mute your audio? Can you mute your audio, please?
So I think for me, if it reminded me the importance of loyalty, even to death. But let me not get into that. But you know how you say, even until death, he was still loyal. But my own is at the same time, it was also foolish. Foolish because
Yeah, of course.
you have an opportunity to be the next monkey. Your boss is dead. You came to the court to shoot. What's your plan? Want to go to jail
I'm
too?
telling you.
No, now
I
he
think
was
that was
also loyal to his
unrealistic for
wife
me.
now.
That
He
was
was loyal to
unrealistic for
Lydia
me.
now.
Even if there's a strategy to it, there's a strategy to loyalty. You cannot come in the court where police
Wisdom.
officers are there. You think you will live free? I don't think so.
He was ready to lay his life.
Even
that's how
Jesus
loyal
Christ
he
that
was.
came to die for us knew the time and the season he will die for us. Also, Ozzy did not have it. That's my own.
Yeah. Oh no,
Okay.
normal. Ozzy Boy was not he did not have intellectual sense like that. Na street sense he get. If an a lawyer sense,
He
loyalty
no get
sense
sense.
is
Ozzy boy
just
no
a
get
first
sense.
person.
He
You
wasn't
know,
really
Ozzy Boy.
bringing that
at
kind
all.
of value
Yes.
to the business,
Yeah,
to
exactly.
the
He
group.
was
Yes, he wasn't.
he
He was
was
just
Ozzy boy just
loyal
brought
to
friendship.
a buzz.
He just
not
brought
Ozzy
even
boy did
friendship.
not have
friendship.
sense at all.
He
He
just brought
was the
friendship. He
what do they
just brought
call them?
brotherhood.
Yeah,
He
he was
didn't
just
have
very close to him.
yeah.
But
Yeah, you know
Okay.
them Ozzy boy them, they were not educated now, so they're just doing things the
but
way they knew how to
that's
do
where
it.
Obo messed up.
But
Obo
I
should
also
never
think that those
chase up.
boys, you know how they say they ate shit. The way Obo spoke to all of them.
Yeah.
Cannot. I don't need you.
Yeah.
And then the following day, Obo was asking, Efe, not sure.
Ozzy boy,
Apparently,
and
he
It was
also
only
leaves
a few
you
them.
see
years.
how they already know the kind of person that they work with, right? You know that they've worked with a boss over the years, so they know that this one now go what they do tomorrow night. You not gonna remember all these things again. You get so they
Yeah.
know their oga. You get they know that he's a kind person. He has a kind heart, but once he's just high like this, he starts to misbehave. And I had an auntie that once she's drunk, she cries. She just has to cry. there's nothing wrong with her. It's alcohol. She starts to cry. She starts to remember all her life story. What happened? So yeah, what happened? This. She'll start crying. She'll start telling us this in tears. Like, what's my business? Well, I wasn't there to get. So they already know that this are organ. That's that. Of course, I'm not supporting that kind of behavior, right? But they know who they work for. They know that if push comes to shove, that man will write for them.
Yeah, it
Right.
was
They
the
know that yes,
True.
when the chips are
it was
down, their boss will write for them. It's just that the boss he
True.
talks anyhow. He's gallant.
Yeah.
He doesn't have composure. He's not. See him now at the restaurant when he was saying that make una feel me. Now me they want
I mean,
me they want to see. When he was
That part, you see, that part also broke me. Oh, that part, that restaurant part.
it was a vulnerable moment for him. He was actually feeling vulnerable.
Yes.
That was the front to hide what was really happening to him inside.
yes.
It was just a
Yes.
front.
Okay,
He
then
knew that
let's
if he
hear
was
you. What's your moral lesson from this movie? What's the lesson that you got from this movie?
what the whatever if you think the the way justifies the means, basically crime will never get you anywhere. Crime will never get you anywhere. And there's no point in giving it an inch because the moment you give excuses like, oh, I will change later on, or I would use the money to set up a
Yeah.
business, set up it never
It
works.
never
It can
works.
Yeah.
True.
never work. Even if you convince yourself in the beginning or at the start that that's what will happen, but no, it never works like that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
That's true. Okay, so I'm going to take the comments. My lesson is love yourself, expect the worst from anyone. That's from BNM. And the person said, be excellent in anything you want to do. Okay.
And
Okay.
go for deliverance.
Yeah, I'll go for deliverance, right? Jane just spoke my mind. It's better not to start at all. Be content. Yes, actually,
Yeah.
be content. Actually, yes. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, right? I need us to rate this movie. Ruth, are you saying something? I can't hear you.
She's not. You're muted. You're muted.
No, she's not actually muted. I think that thing is happening again. No, I
No.
can't hear you at all. Check if it's still
We
connected
can.
to
We
your
can read your
iPhone.
lips.
Fine. Chai, we can't hear you. Do you want to go off and come back again like what you did the last time?
No.
Somebody just mentioned something. Edwin said that statement, I loved you more when you were poor, was hypocritical. When they were poor was if you're spending time with her, the same if that goes out in the morning and it's at night. I agree. If it's that one, I think there's a point there.
There's a level
There's
to
a point.
taking care. There's a level to. He was available for her in the way that they understood themselves then, compared to now that they have money and he was not available. So
Yeah.
at least maybe he was seeing her.
You see,
Maybe
that's
they
what
will
they
see
say.
every day. But now they're seeing once in a week with a king size bed. She's not feeling her husband's coziness anymore. You know, so it's
Yeah.
relative. It's actually relative.
So
True.
for me, I think it's what that was is that she think that her influence over his life had diminished sort of
Was not there
as a
anymore.
result of him having money. Before she had
True.
influence, so when he comes back home, she will pat him, she will encourage him, he will be
Yes.
excited. Now
Yes.
we don't there's no it go better again, nothing
And he wasn't
so
listening to her anymore as well.
yeah.
He wasn't
So I
listening to
think
her
that was
anymore as well.
Those
and
are real
besides
Okay,
she
so
couple
he
Kingsley.
know the
struggles.
game.
Okay, Kingsley said, I don't think Efemini did bad. That was just his own way of helping his family. But at the same time, he did it the wrong way. Absolutely, yes. Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, please rate this movie. We're trying to draw this. I'm trying so hard to just bring this thing to an end already. If not, we'll
Sorry,
sleep
can I
here and we'll
ask a
not
short
finish.
question? Can I ask a short question?
Yes,
So
please go ahead.
it's over.
But we
Between
can't see your
teachers'
video anymore,
records
though.
and
Okay.
oh, can you see me now?
Yes, I
Yes.
can.
Between teachers' haircuts and Inspector Movig, which one was
Was. Of course,
uh,
it was teacher now. Teacher's makeup was not given. That's
teacher
Inspector
was what?
Mo's
bald head.
wig. Inspector Mo's wig. It was looking
And
like what she
that
was going through.
Exactly. Exactly.
It was looking like what she was
That we
going through.
treated her the way it was like that.
Yes.
If
Okay,
I
so
will.
someone said 10/10. Someone said 9/10. So Lillian, what would you rate the movie on a scale of 1 to 10? So 1 mean and then 10 mean Omo. Kemi Adetiba is the goat.
She's actually the goat, but I don't. She's actually the
Is.
goat.
So
She's
she
the
is.
goat.
She is actually. She is. But what would you rate the movie though? On a
Because
scale of 1 to 10?
normally I had a loophole in the movie, which was the alcohol case.
Yeah.
So that loophole
Yeah.
is making me give it a 9/10. I don't know how the
Okay.
character evolved from being an alcoholic. Even though people say is what happens when a character is thinking of my. I just couldn't see it how she be hiding Alamo Peters or so or something, you know. And I
Because
just
she
didn't understand the transition from to the alcoholic after 4 years. So that's my only loophole in the movie. So I'll give that a
No,
9/10.
our community did not start there. No, remember that. In fact,
It was
I blame.
Idia that introduced her now.
Yeah, yes,
That was just
it's there that
once.
introduced that. But
Then
not
I'm
that
seeing her
it's just
4 years later. She's not taking
an
much of
alcoholic.
alcohol.
It was there. It was there
So,
in her already. It was
you
there.
know, because they were always doing 4 years later, 4 years later, we were not able to see how that
Yeah.
alcoholic whatever progressed from when Idia introduced her
Progress.
to you get. But because of the 4 years later, 4 years later, 4 years later, and all of that. So Mr. Daniel, which my husband said 9/10. I was very shocked. Not only is somebody to predict a movie, like a very Nigerian movie. Once we start, sorry, let me add Ruth back. Once we start watching a Nigerian movie like this, my husband had already told you the end of the movie.
Of course.
But with this particular
Of
movie,
course.
even episode 1, he could not even say the end of episode 1.
Yes,
He
I
could
agree.
not say the end of episode 2. In fact, when he was getting to the end, he told me, I beg, that old boss was going to link up with Effie and then they will now kill
Oh,
teacher.
I enjoyed
And
that link up scene.
when it
That
didn't
link up
happen,
scene was really great too.
when it didn't happen, right? I said, I'm happy, I'm proud of Nigerian movies. Now,
As
I
in,
can
it
tell
was
that
pride,
Nigerians
it was
are also
actually
doing
Can you
well.
guys hear me now?
No, it was.
Now, I was actually proud. My husband said 9/10 for me. Kingsley said 8/10. Kemi, no,
Can you guys hear me?
Kosiso said,
Yeah, I can hear
yes,
you,
we
Ruth.
can hear you now.
Okay,
Kosiso
okay.
said Kemi is the goat. So Ruth, we're asking on a scale of 1 to 10, rate the movie. 1 mean it wasn't so great, and then
Edwin.
10 meaning Kemi Adetiba is the goat.
No, it was an 8/10 for me.
Why is it 8? Where's the 2? Where did the 2 go to? Why?
Well, because I felt like a lot of things could have been, added, I felt a lot of things could have been added, but the movie was really great. Well, I don't know. That's just my own score. 8/10.
She's not
But a
generous
lot
like
of
that.
things like what?
For example, what they call it now, teacher or Idia, we should have maybe like a backstory into their love story, because it's a series, right? It's not a movie. Yeah, we would have loved to know why they had such strong bond. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And go ahead, Lillian. Go ahead.
No, I want to change. I want to change the topic entirely. So let me let you land. I thought you were rounding up.
So before I was kicked off by network, right? Jay was saying something about, don't give crime any inch. Crime is this, crime is that, right? And I understand that totally, right? But we should also pray that we should not find ourselves in situations where we get to question who we are. No matter what, we should forbid, or we should not pray to find ourselves in situations where, especially for people that don't know Christ, right? Especially because throughout the Bible, it was only Job that did not curse God when he had issues. You get? So we should not pray for situations where we are in between the devil and the deep blue sea, because that was where if it was. If he did this, if he did not do this, because even if he didn't choose crime, he would have lost his family, because what he did was based on the sensitivity of time, right? So we should also pray that even if we have to say no to crime, we should not find ourselves in a situation where we'll start questioning our own morals, our own integrity. You get what I mean? Because life can be so funny sometimes that
But
things
I
that you
feel
criticize.
like if he had a circle of friends or something, I don't know, but he didn't have any friend whatsoever. Maybe even if it's someone that he can even talk to, maybe even if it's a mentor, I don't know. But he didn't have any guy. Like he didn't have.
There
Yeah.
was no
They didn't show us any
organization,
friends.
no system. You know, they go church. You know, they go church. If they go church, they therefore do contribution for
That's
our
what I'm
food.
saying. That's
No,
why I said, especially people
Have
that
a
don't know
community.
God,
And even church, sef, you don't
especially
get
people that
community.
don't know
even
Christ. You
school,
get what I
even
mean?
let's even say okay, he wasn't even introduced to church right from when he was born, right? So let's talk about school. Didn't they have an alumni in school?
He didn't build friendship in his university.
Or he did not have anybody to say, even in that cyber cafe where he was working in school, right? He didn't have anybody to just call and say, oh, I beg no verse, please. I'm so and so person. That time I used to come to my cyber cafe. Do you get? He didn't have any of that at all. So I feel like we should even surround ourselves with great relationships.
Exactly.
And be and also be good to people too, because because of how good he was to Obos,
Boss.
that was why Obos even looked his way at all in the
I
first
love that
place.
scene where they reconnected. It was really great.
Yes,
I
yes.
love that scene.
Okay, so for me, to be honest, I'll rate the movie a 9/10. In fact, I feel like this movie should have been a cinema movie.
Yeah, I think so too. It
It's
was too long.
yes, yeah, probably that's why. But this movie is an award-winning movie.
And you know,
Anyways,
I've been waiting for this movie for like years. Oh, when she
are you
announced to
serious?
kill a monkey was like years ago. She announced
Oh
it in like
wow.
2023 or so. Then
Yeah.
the thing
Okay,
they
but
now
even
went to like a very long break. Then it came
yeah.
out 2025. Did you see?
So,
So it's
but
about the
before
close that
before
India even wore. You know that the movie wasn't this year.
that was like a very long break. Yeah. But before we round up here, before we close, what do you think about the name of the movie?
To kill a monkey. It was. I loved it. I loved
Do you
it. You know
think
how?
it was befitting for the kind of movie?
Yes. It was. It was artistic. It was artistic. You know, monkey now in the movie is Obos. He's the monkey maker now. He said
Yeah,
it
but
to me be the monkey maker. You
who
know how they were looking for
there
him.
was no plan to kill the monkey before now.
You know how they were looking for him in. They brought Interpol to come and start looking for the monkey makers because of the one scam that they pulled. One scam that Efe pulled now. When Efe brought Sparkles to the table and we were arguing about the scam, and those girls were like talking. That's that place in the restaurant.
Yes, I remember.
That if
Yes,
it
I
brought
remember those two girls
Sparkles
that
to intimidate
Obos came
Efe.
with. Mm.
Yeah, and they were talking
Yes, I
about the monkey
remember.
maker that they had a fight. That he said that they film me now. Now me they come to see. Now me be the monkey maker.
Yeah.
You know
No,
in his HK. You know in his HK when they enter inside that HK. In fact, from the beginning
What's
of the show, the
HK?
very first scene, you HK like where Yahoo boss they train boys for Yahoo now. They call it HK. Like if I have a house now and I bring in small boys come and start learning how to do Yahoo, my house is the HK. That
Oh,
kind of
or
thing.
HQ.
HK, H and K for kettle.
what we
HK.
get, they tell you HK. I say HQ.
HK.
So in his HK now, when they enter that HK now, they wear masks. They wear monkey mask to cover their faces.
But my question is why? Like, why monkey? Do you get? Like,
What,
how was
which animal would you have
monkey
preferred?
connected
Which
to?
one do you want prefer? Cockroach.
I just feel like it's just
To kill a
it's
cockroach.
artistic. It's
Yeah, I
artistic.
think the idea.
It's very artistic. I
Behind
love the To Kill a Monkey. I love where the idea came from. I don't know, but
from the
it's
name
a
you will not have
very
guessed what it
creative
is
thought
about.
process,
Yeah.
right?
It was
So
not
I love
Okay.
it.
Okay. So someone said perfect. Coach said perfect title. Perfect title. Mr. Daniel said, I've learned bad thing, no HK.
Now.
Then Kingsley said, Lillian is the HQ for me. Is the HQ for me. Okay, guys. Okay. So I think we've come to the end of this amazing review. To be honest, I don't think
it was great.
I had fun, to be honest. I had fun. I had fun, honestly.
I did too.
And really, thank you guys so much for coming on board with me to do this. Thank you for accepting. Thank you for bringing your A game. Thank you for bringing the emotions. You guys were just the perfect match for this session. I'm so happy that it was you guys I had to do this with. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Jane.
Although I
Thank
didn't
you for
agree with
having.
Pastor but thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Lillian.
thank you, thank
So
you.
you guys, please connect with them on Instagram and also keep this conversation rolling as well. If you peradventure took a screenshot or made a video or something, please keep the conversation going on Instagram. And then for Ruth, her IG name is at Onajomo1, at ONAJOMO1.
Just subscribe.
Only
For
one.
yes,
Only one.
Only one Onajomo. They know
One
they
and
two.
only. Oh, check it. Oh, go online and check who's on as a boy. It's only me. You see. No be
Exactly.
cho. Not only me.
Ah,
One of one.
sisterly.
Take and play first.
Normal.
Then for Jane, her Instagram handle is Jane_Nwakosi. I'm going to take it again. Jane, JANE_NWAKOSI. For Lillian, the number one cheerleader, her Instagram name. Her Instagram name is the Lillian Obata. One
The
word.
only one.
The Lillian
One and
Obata.
only.
One word. And then for me, my Instagram name is Kosi_Dibanga.
The banger.
Kosi
Come on.
The banger.
_Dianga. The Kosi is KOSY_DIBANGA. Thank you guys so much. And if you laughed, if you screamed, if you even did, go ahead and like this video. Subscribe. If you've not subscribed to this point, why?
Subscribe, guys.
Why? Who dig this pit for you? Why? Subscribe, guys. Thank you so much.
Exactly.
Jump and pass. Oh, jump and pass. Don't jump inside. Jump and pass. Thank you
Jump
so
and
much
enter
for
this
coming
one.
on this live with us. We are grateful.
Thank
Thank you for making our
you.
time. The comment section
Thank you, guys.
was buzzing.
Yeah. Thank
We
you,
wouldn't have had
guys.
it any other way. Thank you. We love you. Love you, Sister Lee Cups. We love you too. We love you too. Thank you so much. Have an amazing night. See you on my next post. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Good night, y'all.
Bye.